They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah. Between the lines.
In the owner.
Between the lines, in between the whistle, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
From Citizens Bank Stadium, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome to 2025 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Here's truly Tom Taylor, Mike South, Coach Eddie Pless, and as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee. We say it's football time in Betsy on an absolute perfect Chamber of Commerce Friday night for October. I don't know how many more that you're going to get because it's plumb nice out here right now. It's the upper 60s. It's a beautiful night for football, and Coach, it's we got the next two at home. That's good to say. East here tonight, Seymour next week, then we travel to Greenville 2 weeks from last night, so it's we're on the stretch run after a week off, and we're ready for football.
Yeah, it's kind of getting down to crunch time, and need to finish strong here, and I think they're ready to go. It is good to be back home.
It is game number 1,062 in our storied career of this football program. All-time wins at 668, 366 losses and 27 ties. Sean Whitney's 19th season at 176 and 55 for Coach Whitney, all-time winnings coach. In this meeting against Solomon East tonight, we'll be playing them for the 56th time. We lead at 50-5. We beat them 15 straight times. You look at the top 10 scoring nights at the bank here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Out of the top 10, 4 or 5 of those are against Solomon East. So we've had our way with them. Tonight, we'll see a football team that's not won a game. They're 0-7. They're averaging 16 points a game, but they're giving up 41. We're averaging 30 points a game and giving up 15. So there's a train wreck getting ready to collide somewhere here on this field tonight. I would think advantage Cyclones, but you got to not talk about it. You can't just read the stats. Coach, you know this is going to go out. We got to do it.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about the past. This week was always the toughest week when Coach Ryder was coaching. He was always a little bit of a basket case the week we played East. He wanted to make sure there wasn't a letdown. Coach Van Huss and I talked about it today, some of his comments and his quotes. He just wanted to make sure you were just as ready to play tonight as you would have been if it was Science Hill. And that's the goal, and I'm sure Sean feels the same way.
Absolutely. Let's look at the standings. Of course, Greenville tonight, they're in right there with us for both 4-0. Greenville tonight will be on the road at Volunteer in the Falcons' Nest. Today the Falcons are still trying to get into the playoffs. 4-0 Elizabethton, 4-0 Greenville, Volunteer 3-1, Cherokee 3-2, Seymour, our opponent next week at 2-3, Northview Academy at 1-4, Granger 1-4, and in the cellar of the team we're playing tonight, that would be the East Patriots at 0-7 on the season for Coach Simmons. Again, they have been outscored 110-289, so it's a football team that, if you look at the stats, and we will here in a few minutes, it's really not that bad football team. Peyton Lingerfeld's thrown for 1,700 yards. This guy can sling it all over the field. His top receiver is Blue Prophet. He's also the leading scorer or leading rusher on the team would be and is the Blue Prophet will be the quarterback, Peyton Lingerfeld. So it's not a bad football team, but again, they've had a tough road to go on the season so far for the Sullivan East Patriots. Let's take a look and see real quick before we go to the break just exactly what they've done and who they played. I had it right here. What did I do with it? Oh my gosh, I have more papers and Carter's got liver pills, but I'll get to it here in a second. But anyway, Coach, it's a football team that they're looking for a win. All they can do at this point is play spoiler. That's what they want to do. That's all they can do. And that's their goal tonight, is come in here and wreak havoc on the Cyclone football team, number 6 in the state. Yeah,
and I really don't think they're the kind of team that can change what they've been doing. They've kind of committed to this run and shoot kind of offense. And like I said, very effective when you've got the athletes to do it and you can protect the quarterback to throw it. Negative is if you're not very successful, your offense is on and off the field in a hurry, puts a whole lot of pressure on your defense. So, again, for Elizabethton, we've got to try to keep them contained. They've always had pretty good quarterbacks over there that could throw it really well. So we just have to defend the pass really well and put pressure, and hopefully things will go our way.
Right here it is. The best negative bit, absolutely. Here's their season. They lose to Johnson County 26-21. They lost to Chucky Doak 38-21. They lost to Cherokee 55-13. They lost to Eagleton 44-20. They lost to Greenville 63-0. They lost to Granger 27-22. Last week they lost, or actually 2 weeks ago, they lost to Seymour 36-13. They had a week off like we did. They'll finish up at Northview, or hosting Northview Academy, and they'll finish up at Volunteers. So they're 0-7. And again, all they can do is go up. They can't go any further down. They're in the bottom of the conference, and so that's what they want to do. Their goal is to come in tonight and to catch us looking ahead maybe to Seymour, but even more importantly, looking ahead maybe down the road to Greenville. Yeah. And so they want to come in and try and catch us looking, and we can't let that happen. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trap, kind of game. Again, coming off a bye week, and again, kids getting back into the groove, being in class. That first week of school, sometimes at the beginning of the year, kids are a little more tired, a little more fatigued. So you hope that that's not the case. Of course, I know they put the work in even in the off week, so they've got a lot to play for. The playoff situation, you may talk about it later, is a little bit different this year. Everything's in front of our ball team. This is Sullivan East Super Bowl, so they can change everything. Even by playing well against us, they'll consider that a victory. But if they were to come in here and pull the upset, it'll change the trajectory of their program for years, probably. Folks are asking if it's audio only. We're working through some snags here. We're trying to get a video, so be patient with us out there. They're saying is it audio only tonight, and so we're trying to work through it. And so we got some new fiber optics installed, and so we've worked on this thing all week long, and so we're still trying to get it going. So if it's audio only, then it's audio only tonight, because we've had a massive renovation, for lack of a better term, with fiber optics that were all bad. We had to replace them. We had to do all that in 2 weeks. And of course, we were all gone for 1 week for fall break, so we're doing the best we can. Right now, it's audio only, and we'll paint the picture till we get the camera. If we don't get the camera, we'll paint the picture. It's real simple. We'll take a break. Our pregame show brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
And the owner, how can you feed the team, feed the gang, feed folks for football season? What are options for Phil's?
The great thing, we're set up, Tom, for events large or small. When you want to take things and make things easy, we have our dream packs to go that give you your meat, give you your choice of 3 sides, your buns, your barbecue sauce. You just throw that on a plate, and you're ready to go. So you can just set it out, set pans out for your friends to grab whatever they want. You're having a big party at your house for watch the Vols whip up on Syracuse or whoever it is they're playing this week, where we go in Tennessee, Alabama, whatever game it is, we've got you covered with those dream packs. And if you're going, I've got everybody bringing nachos and sides and all this little finger food, but I want something a little more substantial, you can get meat by the pound, and we can set that up for you where you just have the meat and everybody can bring a side and get you ready to go. So meat by the pound or dream packs to go, either one. Great way to feed a bunch of people on a budget.
349-60 or 423-349-6437 is the number to call. Website is
Phil'sDreamPit.com. Also, be looking for our Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can follow where it's going to be set up at Phil'sDreamPit.com. We run that thing all over the Tri-City. We've got it in Elizabethton sometimes, Kingsport, Johnson City, over in Bristol occasionally. So wherever you are, follow the Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can get the barbecue on the go there without having to drive out to Eastern Star.
lots of options. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Give them a call. Let them take care of your next activity, next need, whatever it is, at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas.
Between the lines, in between the whistle, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
Again, our commercials you'll see, but the actual on-field is audio only for the time being. Dr. Minton's working feverishly to try and get it fixed for us, and we appreciate that. After losing to Science Hill, we've won 6 in a row. Tennessee I there, 26-21. Westridge here, 21-19. At Volunteer, 31-21. At Cherokee, we beat them 30-7. Back home against Northview Academy a couple of weeks ago, beat them 34-7. Then 2 weeks ago, went to Granger and pasted them 49-6. We won 6 in a row. Seymour here next week, and we'll go to Greenville. That is going to be a Thursday night game. It's already established. It's audio only. We'll go and air the broadcast there on Thursday, October the 30th, against Greenville, who's number 2 in the state. And we, of course, at number 6 in the state. And so it looks like it's going to be a showdown of showdowns coming up in a couple of weeks. But tonight we've got to focus on this football team, the East Patriots. Again, at the bank, we are 60-7. We've lost 7 times in 10 years, 3 to Greenville, 3 to Science Hill. In the very first year, we lost to CAK here in the playoff game. And so the playoffs, if you're interested in knowing, we are 17-1 here. We've won 16 straight playoff games here at Citizens Bank Stadium. The only time we lost here was back in 2015. Pretty crazy to CAK. So we like playing here at the bank. We hopefully be doing that here in a couple of weeks against the opponents, which we'll look at real quick. Region 2, Alcoa going into their action tonight. Alcoa is 4-0. Knox Carter 4-1. Anderson County 3-1. Gibbs and Heritage are 2-2 right now in Region 2. South Doyle 2-3, and the other 2 teams are out of the playoff picture. Union County 0-4, and Fulton uncharacteristically is 0-4. So right now you're looking at, I would think, coach middle of the pack. Carter, Anderson County, Gibbs, or Heritage, or even maybe South Doyle could be our opening round opponent in the playoffs coming up in what, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, three weeks. Yeah, it's looking at scores, like comparing who they've played and everything. If all that fell into place, it never does, but it looks like that Alcoa obviously is going to be one. I still think Anderson County will leapfrog Carter, but again, you just don't know. So we're going to play either the number 4 or number 3 team out of that region the first round, and then it really gets interesting because the TSSAA sometimes runs out of things to do. So they've jumbled the playoffs after that first round, so it's not a typical Region 1, Region 2 kind of knocking each other off as you move down to the semis. So it'll get interesting.
They've created a quadrant of sorts. We'll talk more about that next week, because it'll be firmed up between now and next Friday night. We got Seymour here. Let's take a look at East. Peyton Lingerfeld, the junior quarterback, 1,786 yards passing. He's 134 completed out of 244 tried with 13 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. He's averaging 13 yards a throw. He's averaging 255 yards a game for a team that hasn't won a football game. So that's not too shabby for Lingerfeld. I mean, he can do it. He's their leading rusher on the team, too, at 474 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry. Obviously, as their quarterback goes, he goes. Apparently at 0-7, he needs a supporting cast this season. Blue Prophet, a senior, he has got a 15-yard catch with 713 yards on the season for Blue Prophet. The leading scorer on the football team, guess who? You would probably say more than likely Lingerfeld. It's not. It's Blue Prophet, 7 touchdowns. He's the wideout. Where's number 1? We'll get our camera back working. So Blue Prophet is the go-to guy. It's really a two-headed monster. Lingerfeld running the football and throwing, and Blue Prophet. So obviously our defensive backs are going to be tested tonight against the throwing of Lingerfeld and the pass catching of Blue Prophet.
Yeah, and the challenge for our team is they're a little more diverse in what they do in the passing game, because that's it. That's what they do, period. So they're going to see some things that maybe some other high school teams maybe haven't thrown at them. It'll be a little more advanced design-wise. They just have to play good responsibility, defense, and not get caught up in watching too much what's going on. Just get to their responsibility, get to their person, and just be really smart.
13 passing touchdowns for East. Rushing the football, they've only scored 3 times on the ground all season long. They average 5 yards a carry. Again, they average 13 yards a catch. Passing the football, East at 255 a game. Running the football, Sullivan East less than 100 yards a game at 94 yards a game. So, as you said, their bread and butter, their go-to, their money, call it any way you want to call it. Bottom line is they're a throwing football team.
They really are. They're going to put it in the air, and they're going to put it in the air early, and they're going to put it in the air late. That's just what they do. It's what they're most comfortable doing. So, again, pressure from our front four. Maybe we'll have some special stunts, called to try to put him in a bind. But, again, he's a good athlete, so they've got to contain him. But, yeah, we're going to see a whole lot of passing tonight.
Devin Bowman from Sullivan East, 38 catches for a 13-yard average. They'll go to him. Rylan Neal, so make sure you get it right. Number 12 will be Riley Neal for Sullivan East, 15 catches, a 13-yard average. So as far as throwing the ball, it's Prophet and Bowman and Neal be the guys primarily getting the catches tonight. Jones, number 5, that would be Hayden Jones. He averages 18 yards a catch on 9 catches. So he'll spread it around, but his go-to guy primarily, again, is Blue Prophet, the senior, who wears number 1. When we get the camera rolling, we hope that's going to be the case. Interestingly enough, they got 12 guys in double digits on the tackle side of the things, and defensively, they have their leading tackler is Warren, and he is a defensive back. Austin Warren with 61 tackles in the season, 45 for Davison, 46 tackles for number 44 for the Sullivan East Patriots, which would be Karsten Tuell, Tuell. 23 by Sloan, number 54 Sloan. Let's get his name, Jacob Sloan. Give these guys some props. 45 tackles for number 6. That would be Davison. That would be William. Let's see, I don't have a Davison.
Yes, there's an Andrew, number 34.
There we go. Andrew Davison, 34. There we go. Prophet has 24 tackles, and also McDuffie. McDuffie, who wears
3.
Number 3. Yep. Andrew McDuffie tackling for Sullivan East with 33 tackles. So they spread it around, but again, they're look, it's a two-headed monster, defensively and offensively. It's primarily Lingerfeld and Prophet in a supporting cast. They're 0-7, and again, they're averaging 15 points a game and giving up 41. So their defense a little leaky, and we'll see what we can do against that defense. The good thing, we're getting ready to take a break, come back and talk about our team. Good thing about our football team, we're 16 minutes away from kickoff and the coin toss and the keys to the game. Good thing about our football team, we're healed up a little bit. Had an off week. Not everybody's back, but some of the guys are back. Mainly the J train is back. You've got, Riley Jones is back. Oh, gosh, we'll run down for you. I'll have them when they come out on the field. They still have the MASH unit out there. Got all kinds of guys on the sideline tonight in jersey and in street clothes. But, again, we're getting healed up. Kyler McGovern is not back. He'll be back next week in Seymour. So we got guys that are getting healed up, and we've been banged up. And so the open day probably couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, the season did line up for us really well. Just the physicality of the first 3 scrimmages and the first 3 contests, and then the middle of the season, a chance to maybe get a little healthy, and then look for that stretch run at the end. But again, can't overlook anybody. Really, it'd be nice to see us at full strength. Obviously, probably we're not going to ever get there because we've got some guys that are through for the year, but it is the next man up mentality, and the guys have really stepped up that have had to come in. So that will bode well down the stretch.
We played well here against Sullivan East. Again, out of the top 10 bring most points scored to the bank. We put 63 on them back in 2018, beat them 63-0. We scored 58 on the East back 2020, beat them 58-7. And in 2022, we pinned a 55-27 loss on them. So we like playing East here. We do well against East here. We beat them 15 straight times. Again, this is our 56th meeting between the two. We lead the series 50-5, and so we also shut them out here in 2018, 63-0. So that's the one we told you about earlier. So we play well against this team. The great Betsy Band behind us coming down behind the press box. We get a chance to hear them, hopefully see them coming up here, and so we'll do that. Again, we're audio only. We're working through the video snags right now. We had to replace our fiber optic a couple of weeks ago, and we're working through that. Dr. Minton's up here working feverishly to try and get this pulled off. If not, you'll get audio only tonight. It is that which it is. So we're blessed to even be able to bring your broadcast the way I look at it. So many things we could be happening that we couldn't get to even get an audio broadcast tonight. So we appreciate what they're trying to do behind the scenes. Quick break. We'll take a look at our football team. We are cooking with propane. We won 6 in a row after losing to Science Hill. We're getting our mojo in gear, and it starts that little guy, the quarterback. What a job he's done. 11 out of 16 for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Freshman Bryson Blevins for the injured Rhett Schlegel. And so we'll talk about he and the rest of his football team next on the pregame show, brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
The Tom Baylor Sports Show. Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs. What's that all about?
Dream Packs, we start at 4 and go up in even numbers as big as you need. You get meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns. All that's included. We do offer plates, plasticware, gallons of tea, but any number you need.
Feeds 4, feeds 8. They do it in increments of 4. So if you're going to the ball game and don't want to cook, call in, get the Dream Packs, come by and pick them up, 349-6437.
Yes, sir.
Call ahead, and we're on our way to swing through, pick them up. Tailgate, Dream Packs, good way to watch them, or take it to the house, watch it. Either way, good way to watch a game, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Dream Packs. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437 is the number to call. Can we order it online too?
You sure can. Online, call it in. Come on down.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437. The Tom Baylor Sports Show. Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs. What's that all about?
Dream Packs, we start at 4 and go up in even numbers as big as you need. You get meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns. All that's included. We do offer plates, plasticware, gallons of tea, but any number you need.
Feeds 4, feeds 8. They do it in increments of 4. So if you're going to the ball game and don't want to cook, call in, get the Dream Packs, come by and pick them up, 349-6437.
Yes, sir.
Call ahead, and we're on our way to swing through, pick them up. Tailgate, Dream Packs, good way to watch them, or take it to the house, watch it. Either way, good way to watch a game, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Dream Packs. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437 is the number to call. Can we order it online too?
You sure can. Online, call it in. Come on down.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437. The Dream Packs, proud sponsor of the Tom Baylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Sports.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation to the Cyclones.
Show you the broadcast tonight as well as hear it, but right now we are audio only, and it's the best we can do at this point. Cyclones, again, you come into this football game, they have increased, we talked about this, Coach, the uptick in yards per carry rushing the football. At one point it's 2.7 in the season. Now we're averaging 4.3 yards a carry, 122 yards a game. At one point we were under 100 yards a game rushing, which we needed to improve, and we obviously did. And so the Cyclones, again, are rushing the football 122. We have 13 rushing touchdowns. Passing the football, we're at 197, call it 198. Passing, 13 yards a catch, 13 passing touchdowns, so it's a two-headed monster. 13 rushing TDs, 13 passing TDs. That's a balanced football team.
It really is. The question coming in was what we knew we had running backs. We knew we had receivers. The line, coming back from injuries and everything, that was kind of the question mark. They've really matured. They've come so far from the beginning of the year. So I think that's the big reason that we've seen such an improvement in rushing. And they've got Justice back in there giving him some. But when you've got 5 guys that can run the football, you have that many options. They can be fresh. I think that's a large part of it too.
You look at the rushing of this football team. C.J. Mathis averaging 4 yards a carry, 218 yards. William McDuffie, our leading rusher, at 234, averaging 9 yards a carry. Legend Pate, the freshman, averaging 4 yards a carry. The J-Train is back, averaging 4 yards a carry. Justice Wallen, the mule, averaging 5 yards a carry. We as a team averaging right at 4 yards a carry. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, and all of them run with a different personality. Tough to get ready with this football team. You don't know if your defense or the other team, which one you're going to get, which one you're going to deal with. As the Cyclones get ready to come out of the orange banner to our left and the inflatable helmet, getting ready to race left down the field. And so ready to bring it. And the Cyclones, the band on either side of them, getting ready to come out with white helmets tonight. If you watched the Bengals last night and the Steelers with their white helmets, kind of the same thing. It's white helmets, and we'll tell you, we'll describe the uniform for you coming up here in a second. The Patriots, and they're traveling white, but the Cyclones getting ready to come out of that helmet and ready to come down the field with the coin toss. So you look at the rushing, we told you that, receiving the ball. You've got Braylon Britt, 8 catches, Legend Pate, 4 catches, Zach Wallen, 39 catches, averaging 15 yards a catch, Jack Blevins, 18 catches, Justice Wallen at the tight end spot, 14 catches. There again, Coach, there's 5 different guys we've been throwing the football to.
Yeah, and they're all quality receivers. They're not just catch and that's it. They can run with the ball after the catch. They're, again, just different style. I mean, Wallen, nobody stopped Wallen this year. So just our quarterbacks love to throw to him. Blevins, just his effort on the routes. He's such a good route runner. All those guys are special. And, again, it gives a young quarterback, that's 10 options that we've talked about there, 5 running the football and 5 throwing the football. That's great for a young guy to have that.
Here they come, the Cyclones down the field, left to right. They bring it from underneath the stadium scoreboard, coming down the field and coming to the near side. Cyclones in orange tonight, black numerals trimmed out of white breeches, pants, and white helmets. And trailing them, of course, be our great cheerleaders under the direction of Victoria and Vanessa Nanny, and also some of the little guys, the junior Cyclone guys. We're going to honor the T.A. Duggar undefeated football teams coming up here later on to the broadcast. And so awesome stuff. Cyclones, again, ready to get it done tonight against the East Patriots. As, again, we continue to be asked why there's no audio. Kim Birchfield said, why is there no video? Tell him, Coach, why we don't have video.
We don't know, and we're trusting our tech people to get it going.
Yep.
We'd like to have it too. So it's coming, Kim. Hang on tight.
Dr. Minton is working. He's the Magic Man. You remember the song Heart sang about Magic Man?
Magic Man.
Dr. John Minton is the Magic Man. So he's trying desperately to get this camera up top to get it fixed. Again, if you don't know, we had to replace all the fiber optic here in the stadium because of an unforeseen situation that we couldn't help. And so we reinstalled the new fiber optic, and we're trying to test it and get it ready as the ensemble gets ready to come out on the field. We'll pick it up audio only for the national anthem and the singing and the coin toss. Coach has got his keys coming up here in just a second. Let's pick up Jason Hawley with the public address announcer and pick up down on the field pregame ceremonies here on a beautiful night for football at Citizen Bank Stadium.
Cadet Levian Wright Rifles or Cadet Ensign Natalie Reyes and Cadet Seaman Sebastian Bogger. Here to bring you the welcome is Senior Ainsley Wampler. Miss Wampler is the daughter of Samantha and Eric Wampler and sister of EHS alum Owen Wampler. She's a 4-year starter on the Lady Cyclone volleyball team. Miss Wampler is also a member of the Key Club, the Student Government Association, National Honor Society, and Rho Kappa. She's a member of the Tri-Cities Extreme Travel Volleyball Team and attends Hunter First Baptist Church. Miss Wampler is undecided on her college of choice in the fall, but will be majoring in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ainsley Wampler.
To gather together this evening. We are grateful for the hard work, dedication, and teamwork that have brought both teams together tonight. We ask for your protection over every player, coach, cheerleader, and official. Please keep them safe from injury and help them play with integrity, respect, and good sportsmanship towards one another. Please bless the fans, families, and community members who have come together tonight to support these athletes. In your holy name, we pray. Amen. Performing the national anthem tonight is the AHS Advanced Chorus, Vocal Music, and the Tate Under Junior High Chorus. And here's Davenport.
Container Man with the fireworks on a beautiful 61-degree night. We're audio only for the time being, so just bear with us. We're going to bring it to you, and we'll give it to you the best we can give it, and that's just the way it's going to be. It's all we can give you, and so we are working to get the video fixed, and so co-captains for the coin toss is Coach Pless will be giving us the keys. We'll look out there. The J train's getting ready to go out there. Back in action, number 40. It's great to see. Zach Wallen's going to be out there. Also for the Cyclones, number 28 for Elizabeth and Justice Wallen. So the Wallen brothers. And also walking out there is going to be Whitehead. I love it. Number 17. We hope to have him back in the playoffs. So that's what we've got. Justin Whitehead and the J train and Zach Wallen and Justice Wallen all being out there for the coin toss. Sullivan East will counter. Coach, hand me those binoculars and we'll see who we got out there for. Sure, we don't use these all night long, but we are for the time being.
Got one, and I thought two was one of them.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got for East. Number 2 and number 1. 1 is Blue Prophet, and we know who that is. So also you have Blue Prophet, Peyton Lingerfeld. See the other two guys out there. They get the coin toss. They're going to take it first, see what they can do at 0-7. And let's see who the other guys are running back off the field for East. Number 3.
And that looks like 20, maybe.
And 20, you're right. Number 20 will be Gavin Malone, and number 3 was Andrew McGuffey. So here's the number. Keys, Coach, tonight to win this ball game.
Well, I think it would be very similar to what they would have had last week. You've still got a really young guy handling the ball every snap, and so they want to protect Bryson. I loved the way they handled him on the play calls last week. you kind of wondered if they would protect him. I think this would be a good night to continue to turn him loose, let him show his skills, but protect him first so he has a chance to show what he can do. And again, I think they got to get pressure on the quarterback for Sullivan East. Got to force him into some bad throws. I do think if we do that, I think our secondary may have a chance to get a pick or two tonight. But again, pressure on their quarterback and protect Bryson, give him a chance to show what he can do.
Will Bowers ready to kick it away. Bowers 39 out of 40 in touchbacks this season. 39 out of 40 times he's kicked it is going to the end zone. We expect much the same tonight. They're back deep, but I'm going to promise you, I don't gamble, but if I was going to Vegas, I'd say it's going to go in the end zone. Bowers to booming left to right. The orange and black, number 6 in the state. It's an end-over-end kick. It will be, guess what, 40 out of 41. First and 10 East at the 20-yard line. So we'll see this defense go to work. Zach Wallen, Braylon Britt, Lennox Loveday. Also going out there, Rainwater, Justice Wallen. Also out there for the Cyclones, number 82 will be ready to go tonight. And we're good to see him out there. Riley or Josh Mann, number 82. So
Your Patriot quarterback is number 2.
Lingerfeld will get a start at the 20-yard line to work right to left here on your internet dial. Audio only for the moment. First and 10, Patriots. 0-7, want something early to happen. Successful. This team does not want a game. Empty backfield. Lingerfeld, bubble screen, far side caught. Spins his way to the 20, to the 22, and bounce back right there at the 22-yard line. Cyclones catch made out there in the...
Lingerfeld's pass is complete. Devin
Bowman made the catch. Put it to the... Britt stops him at the 21-yard line. 22-yard line. Pickup of 2.
Brings up second and 8.
Second down at 8. So just got started opening drive of the football game. Cyclones, number 6 in the state. Greenville at number 2 in the state. In 2 weeks down there. They're playing Volunteer tonight down at Church Hill. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. Our next opponent next Friday night, Seymour here for senior night. Looking out, Lingerfeld's got time. Now he's going to be rushed out of the pocket. Looking, wants to throw downfield. Got a man out there, and he caught him, dropped the ball. He got him behind our coverage at the 50-yard line. He was there. That would be Blue Prophet, the main man on campus. You can't let him get free, Coach. He was in behind us at the 50. He just dropped the football. He was wide open.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really easier said than done, but when he starts to scramble, he's going to find him. So they've got to know, again, where he is at all times. So, almost a nightmare right there early
Absolutely. On. He was in behind us. He was at the 50-yard line. Our closest defender was at the 45, but he dropped the football. 3rd and 8, 22-yard line east. Cyclones showing linebacker pressure and backing off Wallen. He's bluffed to go in on the blitz. Now he drops back. You've got 4 on the play clock. Lingerfeld. Here comes the pressure. Throws to this side. Caught and popped and incomplete. He caught it, tried to turn upfield, and Jack Blevins and Sammy Orsman laid the wood to him. Incomplete pass to the 25-yard line. And he's a little slow getting up. He got popped pretty good. Devin Bowman tried to catch it on his hip and turn upfield to the 25-yard line. He got sacked by the male sacked, if you will, by Blevins and Orsman.
Yeah, and again, here you go. There, we'll see what they're going to do. They may punt it, but they really don't have a whole lot to lose at this point. So let's see what they've got. Maybe a quick kick.
He'll stand at his 15-yard line. He's going to get it off, and he got it tipped. We got a handle. A fair catch taken, and we're going to have great field position at about the 36-yard line. He was sent back there as a quarterback. Wallen took the catch on the fair catch. He was sent back there as a quarterback. He didn't go back deep enough to punt it. We got a handle. We tipped it.
We did, and knowing that that's what they're going to do, that really may cause them trouble the rest of the night. But great field position for us, a great place for us to start our first drive.
Video trouble. We're doing audio only tonight, folks, for the time being. 36-yard line, 1st and 10 Cyclones. On the East 36, great start for Bryson Blevins, his second start. 11 out of 16 for 175 through the air and 3 touchdowns to Granger. Blevins ready to roll here, number 16 for the Hurt Red Schlegel. Bubble screen far side and dove for it and caught it. Led him a little too far, and Zach Wallen dove for it and caught it at the 35-yard line, a 1-yard pickup. So led him just a little too far, and then he caught it, puts it forward progress actually inside of 35 to the 34-yard line. Picks up 2, 2nd and 8.
Hurried that just a little bit so he didn't get it where he wanted so he could run with it.
Working left to right near hash mark from the 34-yard line of East. Opening opening drive with the Cyclones. Legend Pate to the near side. Far side goes Jack Blevins and Zach Wallen. Single setback will be Wayne McDuffie, averaging 9 yards a carry with a 2-touchdown night down at Granger. Our last time out. Blevins puts a man in motion. Pate. Bubble screen to Pate, catching out of the backfield. He'll juke a man and go to the 35. He's at the 30, and he gets to the 30-yard line and no farther, but a good pursuit that time by Sullivan East. We had a big play, and they slammed the door on it.
Pass complete.
And 44 makes a stop for Sullivan East. Call out the name of Karsten Toole. The ball's at the 31-yard line, Coach. Third and about 5.
Yeah, freshman to freshman, so things look good for several years there.
Third and 5, 31-yard line. 9:55 mark, opening drive, no score in the opening quarter. Blevins, far hash mark, working left to right, back to the scoreboard. 61-degree, beautiful night here in Betsy. Blevins rolls out Bryson. On the run, throws, caught, turns upfield. He'll make it to the 25, spins his way out of the defenders, fumbled the football, and they may have got back. Let's see. Jack Blevins caught it, had it ripped out of his hand, and East recovers the ball at the 26-yard line. So Moody on the fumble recovery, Jack coughed it up. He made the catch, and they get the football, and they stop our drive at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, tough break there. Trying to get the extra yards to get the first down. Just had it out there, didn't have it tucked.
Moody rips it out of Jack Blevins' hand, and they get the ball back at the 26-yard line. 9:37 to go, first quarter. So East gets new life. Lingerfeld will put a single setback there now. So Peyton Lingerfeld, your quarterback, he's a dandy. 1,786 yards coming in. Lingerfeld looking in trouble. They got him back there. He's going to be getting away from one. Does he get away from the other? He does. He throws out of bounds. He got pressure. Riley Jones is back there. Also, who's that one, Coach? Rainwater? Let's see. Nope. It would be 82 and 81. Bookend ends back there creating pressure, and he just scrambled, went to the far side of the field, stopped, planted, just threw it out of bounds. Incomplete pass, second down.
Yeah, really good pressure by both them. So
I've got 82 as Josh Mann, senior. At the 26, second and 10, no score first quarter. Audio only to get our video fixed. Lingerfeld, single setback. Lingerfeld looking. Lingerfeld rolls out of the pocket, throws downfield, and the up back cut of Bowman goes east to west to 25, tries to turn upfield and gets slung out of bounds on the far side. He made the catch over the middle. He was his checkoff guy. He makes the catch at the 25 and gets slung out of bounds by Justice Wallen at the 25-yard line. Coach will lose a yard. Great pursuit. Our defensive guys had him bottled up downfield. That was the only thing he could go to.
They did. They're doubling some receivers. I like kind of their scheme, but that's Wallen just covers so much area, sideline to sideline. He's done it for years. Fun to watch.
Losing 2 back to the 24-yard line. Third and 12 now. Cyclones on the tackle for loss, but Justice Wallen, he does it all for our football team. Third down and long East, no score first quarter. Lingerfeld empty backfield. 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Needs yardage, needs to get to the 37 for a first down. Lingerfeld slings it down the field. Got a man out there, Blue Prophet. It's going to be incomplete. William McDuffie down there, single coverage down the middle of the field. Prophet wants pass interception. Pass interference. Not a chance. Incomplete. Lingerfeld aired it out, Coach, but right there, step for step. Great defense by William McDuffie.
He really had him covered really well. They just got their feet tangled up. He was actually turning to look for the ball. So great coverage there. Very obvious, though, who they're going to try to go to.
Absolutely. He's your money man, and so he's gone to him twice to the bomb. First time he just couldn't come up with it. The second time right there, McDuffie played him great defensively, one-on-one coverage. Fourth down, East from their 24-yard line. No score at the 9:11 mark first quarter. We're going to get the ball back for the second offensive set here. Cyclones, looks like they're going to...
A little deeper this time.
A little deeper. He's going to try and punt it, and he barely got that one off. With fair catch, backpedaling and taking to the 43-yard line. Zach Wallen over the shoulder at our 43. He almost got that one blocked, too. He's not going back deep enough on these punts, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a snapping issue. They must not have a long snapper because that's just not really quality football when you're only back 6 or 7 yards to try to punt. And that's the second team we've seen this year. I believe Northview kind of did the same thing.
We'll set the football at the 44-yard line of the Cyclones at the 9:04 mark first quarter. No score. Thanks for being with us. We're having video issues. It's audio only. And so 9:04 to go in the opening stanza. Cyclone's second offensive set. McDuffie back to the running for us. McDuffie, a big night down at Granger last time out. After the off week, had 2 running touchdowns. Justice Wallen had a couple of touchdowns. We beat him down there 49-6. He'll be back there as a single setback. Blevins, 1st and 10, 44, and they'll blow the play up. Somebody jumped. It looks like illegal procedure on the Cyclones here. I would have to say down at Granger, it is against us. Yep, false start. Down at Granger, we played a pretty good error-free football game. Wasn't too many flags.
Really did, and played really well early. I mean, did everything you needed to do to kind of take it, whatever they had going for them, it was over in a hurry.
Back to the 39-yard line. 1st and 15 now. First quarter, no score. Blevins puts a man in motion from far side and near side. He'll go back to hand off McDuffie. Big hold of the 40. 45. William dragon body to the 50 to the 49-yard line. Straight up the gut. Power running by William McDuffie. He'll take it out to the 49-yard line of East. Pickup of 12 by number 7, averaging 9 yards a carry. Great run by McDuffie.
Leg drives, just so strong. Love to watch him run the football. Just really been good to see.
From the 49-yard line, 2nd down and a couple. Actually make it 3 now for the Cyclones. Blevins hands off to McDuffie again. He's got the first down and more. 45-40. Inside the 40. He'll drag him down to the 37-yard line. Picks up 12 more yards. It's a double C. Western Supply first down. Linebackers stop him. Coach, the Hogs up front are making the holes. McDuffie is doing the rest. He's running it. He had 103 yards a couple of games back. William McDuffie running strong early.
And if you're not touched till you get into secondary, they've got the front 7 kind of sealed off. That's really good line play for the Cyclones.
1st and 10, 37-yard line. Blevins hands off to McDuffie. Working off left side. He'll go to the 35. Spins his way and down inside the 34 to about the 33-yard line. So William McDuffie picks up 4 more.
William Bates.
Let's see. Flag on the play. We may bring this back again. Toole, number 44, making the tackle. He comes up hobbling a little bit. The linebacker, Reese. Cyclones on the hold, and we'll go nullify that run by McDuffie at 4 yards. We'll go back down the field. So Jack Blevins brings the play in from the sideline. He and Wallen and Britt are your wideouts now. The penalties against the orange and black. It's our second one of the period. We'll mark it back down to the Cyclone, or to the East, 47-yard line. 8:03 to go, first quarter, no score. Blevins looks his way, gets his instructions from Coach Whitten. We've won 15 straight against Sullivan East. Right now it's scoreless in the first quarter. 1st and 20 now from the 47-yard line. Blevins, the freshman QB, puts a man in motion. That's McDuffie. Fakes the bubble screen to him, goes to the far side, short side of the field, caught. 45-40 down to the 39-yard line. Fake the throw to McDuffie in motion and turn around wheel to Blevins. Jack takes it down to the 40, down to the 39-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, nice little play there. Got most of that penalty back. So now just need a good second down call right here. See what Bryson can do.
2nd and 12, the ball to the 39-yard line. First quarter, 7:19 mark, no score. Blevins far hash mark, left to right to work it. Bubble screen side, come back, catch Wallen, caught in the middle of the field, 35, 30. He's at the 25. He angles the far side of the 20. 15, 10, 5 as they go. No flags. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown Zach Wallen from 39 yards out.
Such a nice design right there. Did a great job up front. Little tap and then released and then got out there on the block. Made one little cut. Untouched all the way to the end zone. What a great job. Great call by the Cyclones. Great execution.
Little comeback over the middle by Zach Wallen. He did the rest, and Wallen takes to the house. 6-0 Cyclones. Yeah, Bowers in the point after. An incredible number for Bowers. After going 4 for 7 in the first 2 games against Science Hill and Tennessee High, is now 21 out of 21 for PATs. Holding Reed. Down, snap, good, got it. Count it. 7-0 Cyclones first quarter. 60-second break. You're listening to 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, General Manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are going to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation of the Cyclones. Getting it done again for 2025 for Zach Wallen. That is touchdown number 2 for 6 of the season. Last time he hit the end zone at a 52-yard punt return against Granger. So Wallen gets us the points, Bauer the point after, and here comes Will to kick it left to right here. 7-0 Cyclones first quarter at the 7:06 mark. End over end kick, and this is going to be, automatic. Coach, great drive, great over the middle catch by Wallen on the 2nd and long, and we made it look easy. Great blocking up front.
Yeah, after the penalty, really did a nice job. Came back with 2 different plays. It looks to me like they've been working on a little bit, in the off week and this week. A couple of things maybe we haven't seen quite as much, but well executed by all 11 in the orange. So
see more next Friday night here for Senior Night. Coach and I'll be back with you next Friday night here. Then we'll go on Thursday night on the 30th. Make a little trip down to Burley Stadium to see the Green Devils. RV and I'll be bringing that to you on the road, and then we start the playoff games. Should be right here for the first week of the playoffs. 1st and 10, 20-yard line east, trailing 7-0 first quarter. Lingerville hands off to the single guy, Tool, and he'll get wrapped up in nothing. Maybe a yard at best, maybe not even back to the line of scrimmage who swarmed him. Rainwater and Riley Jones. Craig's listening in Nebraska. How you doing, sir? Riley with a big wrap-up. He's back on the field after being hurt. Big play, no gain on the play. Great job, Coach, by our defense.
Yeah, Riley's just getting his hands on that tackle and tight end. They're just not able to do anything with him. So he's had his way with him.
Generous spot. Looks like we've got our video going. Generous spot. They gave him a yard pickup. Lingerfeld rolls out in the flat far side of the field. Short side in trouble. Stops Plants, trying to get out of the way. Sack! They got him. He tried to stop and reverse, and I'm not going to go that way. Turn around, and the orange wall got him this way. Jones, Rainwater, let's see, Loveday, 74, all out there, and they drop him for a loss back at the 14-yard line. Huge loss of 7 on the play, Coach.
Yeah, Mann did a great job getting off his block, kind of turned him back into all that pressure coming. So all those guys on the front 4 did a great job that play.
They put it back at the 14-yard line. 3rd and long east, clock rolling, 6 minutes to go first quarter. We got our video, thanks to Dr. Minton and Andrew Barnett. Working this way, working through it. If there's a will, there's a way. And so we've got our video back now. So there you go. Now you folks are happy, and we're happy, and here we go. 3rd down and 16 from the 14. Lingerville looking in trouble. He'll release it down the field in double coverage, and it's batted away. Great job of the Cyclones. In double coverage, it looks to be, I want to give credit to Braylon Britt, and it was. Britt went up there in double coverage and swatted that ball away, Coach. Great job of Braylon.
Really, he was at a disadvantage size-wise, did a really good job knocking that ball down, and had him covered really well. So desperation throw. We're going to get one of those here soon.
Isaac Deal was a tight end. He had 5 or 6 inches height advantage against Britt, and Britt jumped up there and smacked that ball away. Great job, Braylon. We're going to get the ball back. Here they come. It's a quick punt, and it's going to be blocked. It's up for grabs, and who got it? Cyclones blocked the punt. We kept saying, Coach, he wasn't deep enough, and we got him in the block punt. We got it at the 3-yard line. Not sure who got it. We'll see who gets high fives coming off the field. We blocked the punt, and we get the football back in great field position in the red zone at about the 3.
I'm not real sure they could have missed that when they were in there on top of it. There was nowhere for the ball to go. So really don't understand the reasoning there behind that, but that's not nothing I need to worry about.
No. You know what I've learned at my age? Control what you can control.
There you go.
Leave it to the Lord. Leave it to the Lord.
Leave it to the man who knows it all.
That's it. Leave it to the Lord Jesus and just control what you can control. We got it at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, knock on the door on the block punt. And now a whistle, and somebody's going to burn a timeout. We are. We're going to set this thing up, and we want it.
Timeout.
We want to get in there and get this touchdown. We've been given a gift on the block at 5:31 to go. First quarter, we lead 7-0. So How big is this game? We won 6 at an open date. Now we got the kind of the stretch run, East, Seymour, then Greenville in the playoffs. How big is it to come off this open week as a coach and a former coach and player and get some mojo, get some momentum for this final 3 games in the playoffs?
Well, it's big for a lot of reasons. One, we only had 4 home games here. They want to play well in front of the crowd. I mean, another great crowd, beautiful night. But yeah, you want to make sure you knock the rust off. I mean, everything's in front of them. Conference championship, runs in the playoff, everything's still ahead of them. And it's almost like you start your second season tonight after that break. So, so far, a little sloppy, but it looks to me like they've settled in and now they're ready to play.
C.J. Mathis, your single setback now. Blevins will take him out there. The train's back out there. He's been hurt for 3 or 4 weeks. He's back, number 40, working off that right hip of Blevins. First and goal from the 3 at the 5:31 mark. First quarter, 7-0 Cyclones, and obviously very much knocking on the door here in the red zone. So it'll be the backfield of Blevins and the train, and the single setback way back yonder to the 11-yard line will be C.J. Mathis. Blevins, the freshman, in for the injured Red Slug, was down on the field in crutches. Hand off to Mathis. C.J. work off right side. He's in. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown. C.J. Mathis from 3 yards out. And the Cyclones jump out to a 13-0 first quarter lead, Coach.
Yeah, big job. They responded, again, well from that early turnover and a costly penalty in that first drive. And they really have responded well. Looks to me like they're starting to take charge like we thought they would.
C.J. Mathis with a touchdown for the Cyclones. Point after Bowers. Reed to hold on the bandstand end of the stadium. Our band goes to ETSU tomorrow. Here's the kick. The point after, it's long enough, it's deep enough, and it is good. 14-0 Cyclones first quarter. You're watching 6th ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Talking to Dr. Justice Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Dillard Sports Show in Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Dillard Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence, that means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
Touchback, no surprise there. Bryson Blevins, coach, 5 for 5, 56 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good start for the freshman. He's coming off an 11 for 16 down at Granger. 5 for 5 tonight, 56 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, just completing right at 75% of his passes. He threw the one for a touchdown even in the game before last week. So, yeah, great start for a good young man.
14-0 Cyclones still on the screen. Empty backfield in Lingerfeld. Trying to get something going against his defense. Been stout during the first quarter of this football game. Next week, Seymour in here for senior night. Quarterback draw running all the way to the 25, 30, 32-yard line. Nice run by Lingerfeld. Stop a Legend Pate. He'll get it out to the 32-yard line. First down. Probably the best thing he's done all night long. Just a simple, I'm going to take it and run it up the gut, and got himself a first down, but it looks like there's a penalty flag. They're going to walk him back down. Yep, penalty flag at the 20-yard line, holding against the Patriots. So that run was pretty good, and there's a reason for that.
There's a reason for it, yeah. So, again, that's, they can do that occasionally. That's not an offense, though, so that's not like something they can do repetitively. So, again, it was the best thing they had done, but again, got nothing to show for it after the penalty.
14-0 Cyclones. You see on the scoreboard, we got the running scoreboard underneath the screen now. Great job, Andrew and the guys at Cyclone Network tonight. Took us a while to get the video. We had fiber optic problems here early in the season. Had to replace all the fiber optics. Not cheap and not easy to do, and we've done it. So thanks again to the tech people of the city schools. Over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Blue Prophet. He turned around and said, I was open. He misfired to the 15-yard line, and he was. But it brings up a third down. He was right in front of the train. Eddie caught that. I'm thinking number 40 is going to lay the wood to him. That may be the reason he didn't catch it. So I would have dropped it. I can tell you that. I don't want to get hit by Jay Drain.
I keep looking at Jay and Justice sitting right there in the middle. It's not necessarily a place very friendly in there. So
what's that? Fly the friendly skies?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to fly in the back in the defensive secondary of these guys because they'll lay the wood to you. Second, I should say, and 19 at the 11-yard line. Cyclones lead 14-0. Clock, 4:56 to go first quarter. Lingerfeld empty backfield. It's a throwing offense, folks. No question. Lingerfeld looking. He's got pressure. Jones coming after him. Wrapped him up. They got him. They sacked him at the 4-yard line. Jones circled out. Craig said he's in Nebraska sipping lemonade on the Tom Taylor mugs. Thank you. In Nebraska, because your grandson just looped around and got him again. As a tag team effort, Jones and I think Rainwater was in there too. They drop him back to 4, Coach. And a great pursuit by our football team. Loveday's up there in the front and Rainwater. And last one over there, I believe, is Mann again.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Jones just too quick. They can't handle him.
No. He loops around the outside bull rush, and he's put the pressure on. They sacked him back at they're going to say that the 6, but actually down to the 4. Play clock's down to 6 seconds. They got to hurry here. East, 3rd and 25. Lingerfeld looking, swings it outside, caught, comes Bowman to the 5, tries to turn the corner to the 10, and he'll get popped out of bounds at about the 11-yard line by, let's see who got him. Want to say Justice. Blevins. Yeah, Blevins and Legend was there too. So got him out to the 11-yard line. Picks up about 5 or 6, far short of the first down. So here we go again in a punting situation. Yeah. I'm a Cyclone through and through, but I'd like to tell the kid to step back a little farther and kick it so he don't get it blocked. I feel sorry for him. He's right there on top where we get back in there. We're pushing their offensive lineman back anyway. And so, you would think he got the last one blocked.
And 2 blocks, so.
Yep, a block and a tip.
Yeah.
Good point. Timeout on the field. Let's see who took it. It looks like East may have burned a timeout here. Clock of 3:57 to go. First half, we lead 14-0. Tomorrow down in Tuscaloosa, sir. What would you think? Tennessee got their hands full?
I don't know. I think they're both quality football teams. Obviously, it's a tough place to play. It looks like Simpson's really got his act together, but boy, I like our quarterback. So if our secondary could get healthy, I would feel better, But ought to be a dandy.
Derek Woodward, you're very kind, sir. Thank you very much for the comments from Coach Bliss and myself. We just love calling these games.
Big D.
The chemistry's there, sir. We've been doing it 2 years?
Yeah, 2. Yeah, I guess our second, yeah.
Second year of doing it. Yeah. I've been blessed. RV on the road, you at home. Tia Duggar games, I'd had Deuce Morton this year, and I had Joseph Taylor, so.
Enjoyed listening to Deuce and Joseph. They both did a great job.
Yes, they did. So I remember the late President Reagan said, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I just surround myself with people who are. It's the same here. I ain't the smartest guy. I just put people beside me who know what they're talking about. Yeah. And this man does to my left here. It's a 4th and 19 from the 11-yard line. Back to punt it again. Looks like he's hurt us. He's going to go back to the goal line. At least give himself a little bit of a cushion. We've got Zach Wallen standing at their 40-yard line waiting for what should be a returnable ball, I would think. Let's see. He'll snap it. He'll kick it from the goal line. They come after him. He'll get this one off. It's off the side of his foot. Not a real good kick. It'll bounce and take an east roll downfield, but still great field position. They'll down it at the 44-yard line. Bowman downs it for East, and so we've set up shop at the 44-yard line. Greenville down at Volunteer tonight, and Seymour. Let's see what they're doing tonight. That's our opponent next week here for senior night. Please come out and honor these seniors. We're going to honor the T.A. Duggar football team later on here tonight. They went undefeated. Both teams went undefeated. Hello, Brandon Collins. Thank you. You're very kind. Mark Bowling, thank you. You're very kind for your comments. Thank you, sir.
Teammate of mine.
James Avery, thank you. Katie Whitten, thank you. Here we go, Cyclones. First and 10, 44-yard line. Blevins hands off. New man back there. It's McDuffie. Spins it and drops him at the 40-yard line. Wrapped it up. Or was that Legend? That was Legend. Payne got the tote.
Just never thought I'd see the day with a freshman quarterback, freshman tailback, and then be that good. You know, just a great job by both of them.
It bodes well for our future. When you see these 8th graders coming up next year from T.A. Duggar, holy smokes. We are in good shape, folks, next 4 or 5 years in Cyclone football. Back there now is a train at the 39-yard line. Man in motion comes this way. Cyclones lead at 14-0 first quarter. Hand off, nope. Play action rolls out. Blevins looking. Throws downfield, and it's overthrown. A misfire to Zach Wallen, who did a down and out pattern. Had some defensive coverage there, but it was a catchable ball, but overshot him. Incomplete pass there to defend him was Connor Moody for East. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 5 Cyclones at the 39-yard line of Sullivan East. We lead at 14-0. So Blevins will have the train back there in a single setback. Also Pate back there as well. 2 to the near side, the wide side of the field is Blevins and Wallen. 3rd and 5 in the 39 first quarter. Blevins, play action, bubble screen, and Wallen caught 40. 35, great block by Blevins downfield to help him. He gets down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. See where the mark of football should be enough for a double C. Western Supply first down. He gets bumped out of bounds, I think, at the 31-yard line. First down, Cyclones. Nice block downfield by Jack Blevins, coach.
Yes, he did. Jack's strong. Now, if he gets on you, you're blocked. He does a really good job.
31-yard line, 1st and 10. Cyclones on the move here on the near hash mark, working left to right. Hand off to Justice Wallen. 30, 25. The Mules at the 20. He's down to the 19 to the 18-yard line. Picks up 13 or 14 depending on the spot of the football. Bowman brings him down, but again, yet another running back there. They're getting a whole diet of Cyclone running backs. McDuffie, the train, Legend Pate, and now Justice Wallen back there, and C.J. Mathis. The ball's at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 of first down. Big chunk of real estate. Wallen trying to make the cut, slip, stays on his feet, and Justice will take it down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. 1:57 to go, first quarter. Cyclones lead at 14-0 on the move in the red zone, Coach.
Yeah, good job again up front. They just run the ball so hard, but the good guys up front are giving them lanes to run in. So, like I said, we've come so far up front. Those guys deserve a whole lot of credit.
Alex Daugherty now is the tight end on this side, the wide side of the field. Ball on the far hash mark on a 2nd and 7 to the 15-yard line. Blevins rolls out. Bryson looking, wants to throw, throws downfield to the back of the end zone, wide open, caught, touchdown Cyclones, touchdown Jack Blevins. 15-yard pass, a bullet, a touchdown Cyclones. What a throw by Blevins on a rope to the back of the end zone, wide open. Jack Blevins gets his 2nd touchdown for Elizabethton.
That was a frozen rope. That's a great throw. On the run with pressure, thread the needle, just a great job.
Blevins catching from Blevins. How about that? Yeah. 20-0 first quarter Cyclones to the 122 mark. Point after Bowers. Holding Reed. Ball down on the tee. Up, deep, long, good. 21-0, 60-second break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA, we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So, yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best. Let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone. Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
Back ready to go after the kickoff. Cyclones lead 21-0. Looking, throwing out here in a down and out pattern, goes up, makes a great catch at the 35-yard line in double coverage. Mathis and McGuffey are there, but Bowman hauls it in at the 35-yard line. 15-yard pass play, easily the best thing they've done so far offensively, and they get it out to the 34-yard line, pick up a 14 and a first down for East, and a nice throw and catch by Lingerfeld to Bowman on a down and out pattern for the Patriots. Bowers, by the way, point after is now 28 out of 31 on the season for Will Bowers. Another touchback. It was 39 out of 40 coming into the ball game, so he's kicked it out of the end zone 42 out of the 43 times been a touchback this year. Lingerfeld, pressure, steps up running. He's in trouble, and they got him at the 30-yard line for a loss. Great job. Guess who? Calix Daughtery, number 92. I said 82 earlier. It's my fault. It's Daughtery. Big 92, the sophomore Calix, pulls him down to the 31-yard line for a loss. Great job of 92.
My bad, too. I've been referring to wrong. So Calix. Okay. Well, he's done a great job.
It's no fun getting the old coach, I'm telling you. It's Calix Daughtery up there, number 92. My apology. To Calix and to Mr. Mann, who's not out there. But he is, so is Riley Jones, so is Loveday, and so is Rainwater. Second and 13, 31-yard line. Clock, 21 seconds to go in the period. 21-0 Cyclones. Snapping. Lingerfeld's not ready for it. He has to go back and run for it. Jones is back there, just throws it up the field, and he makes something out of nothing. Great job at Lingerfeld. They snapped the ball. He wasn't even looking at it. It bounces to his favor. He picks it up, rolls out to the right, and throws downfield, and catches and connects and catches the Blue Prophet. What a crazy play. He ends up getting positive real estate. Well, it could have been disastrous for the Patriots. They actually give 4 yards on the play to the 35-yard line. Wow.
It was an athletic play because normally you'd just go back there and fall on it that deep in the territory, but he picked it up, like you say, and turned it into something positive.
Final play of the quarter, 9 seconds to go here in the first, 21-0 Cyclones. Third down and about 9 now to the 44 to move the sticks here in the first quarter. Lingerfeld looking, plants, throws down the field, got a man out there, and it's going to be caught, dropped, no, caught Bowman. He'll catch it, take it in for the touchdown. What a play by Devin Bowman. Wow, he went up with the wall, and Zach tipped it. He fell down as he tipped the ball. Bowman stayed on his feet, caught the ball on the ricochet off of Zach Wallen, and takes it in for the touchdown. Wow, what a crazy play. 65-yard pass from Lingerfeld to Bowman, puts him on the scoreboard at 21-6. Coach, that's two nutty plays in this drive. First, a miss snap. He wasn't ready for it. And now that time, Wallen went up there in single coverage. He tipped it, but he fell down, and he kept his feet, caught him on the ricochet, and takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, both the completions this drive really were covered pretty well. One, he just threw it in there. That was just, he just out-battled us for the football. And so tough deal to have covered and played that well and then end up then with a score. So
Valencia makes the point after good, 21-7 Cyclones. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back ready for the second stanza. You're watching 6th ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Cyclones 21, Patriots 7.
Would you like to lose weight? Weight Loss Success in North Johnson City is ready to help you lose weight. It's a medically supervised weight loss facility, helping folks lose weight for over 20 years in 6 states. Overseen by medical doctors with physician assistants on staff at all times. You see a doctor every visit. Make an appointment by calling 282-9990, or walk-ins are welcome. They offer free consultations. They offer several weight loss programs to choose from. They offer Mega Burn, vitamin B12, and chromium picolinate, just to mention a few. Open Monday through Saturday, closed on Wednesdays. Weight Loss Success in North Johnson City. Call today. Weight Loss Success Manager Marie May has their motto:
our success is your success.
whistle. No doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
21-7, 80 plus. Weston Taylor on stats. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, bringing it to you. Andrew Barnett on the Cyclone Network. Isaac Fletcher upstairs running the camera. 21-7, Cyclones. East will kick it off here. Crazy two plays. I've been at this a long time. I don't remember one being snapped to the quarterback who wasn't ready and ended up making positive real estate. And then that play was really perfectly played by Zach Wallen. Just fell down in a single coverage. And the young man stayed on his feet, bounced off of Zach into his hands, and he scampered in for a touchdown. Crazy play, but they score 21-7. And a whammer-jammer kick to the 12, to the 15 on the sidewinder. 20, 25, 30. Look out, 35. He's at the 40, and C.J. Mathis takes it out to the 41-yard line. Great return by C.J. He darn near broke it. Tackle made by Sullivan East and number 12, Riley Neal. But, Coach, great return, great setup. We got it right back at our own 42. Great field position to start.
Yeah, good job by C.J. That ball's a little bit of a line drive. He fielded it clean. And then when he saw a little seam, he really turned the jets on. So good job, gets us good field position to start off the second quarter.
42-yard line, Cyclones leading at 21-7, 11:50 to play in the half. It's a slow game in that it's a passing game when you stop the clock after every pass, so it's going to be a while. 3 to the far side, wide side of the field for Blevins. 1 to the near side and Zach Wallen. Single step back of C.J. Mathis. 9 on the play clock. Blevins, the freshman, working from the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Cyclones. They're showing blitz. Blevins, bubble screen far side caught. He'll turn it up the field. Britt will go to the 45 or the 50. Dances away, squirms and scampers and gets it down to about the 42-yard line. Nice run by Braylon. Not big, hard to bring down. He's slick. And so he takes it from our 42 across midfield to their 42. So a pickup of 16 for a double C Western Supply first down. Nice catch. Yards after the catch by Braylon Britt.
Yeah, he did a real nice job. Settled in a good place. Bryson got him the ball in a good place to be able to run with it. And the guys downfield were doing a great job blocking.
3 to their side, wide side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Blevins throws out in the flat. Caught. Wallen turns upfield to the 45, 40, 35, 30. Down the far side under the 25. He's at the 20. Chooks him in. He's inside the 15. He's down to the 10. And the Bull takes it down to about the 5. Justice Wallen. See where they mark the football all the way down inside the 10 to about the 5. It'll be about a 42. They'll mark it at the 6. A 41-yard pass play from Blevins to Justice Wallen, knocking on the door again here at the 10:55 mark at halftime. What a play, and yards after catch. The Cyclones very good at that. Once they catch it, they know what to do. Get downfield and run like a scalded dog, and they did it. Blevins puts a man in motion. He'll keep it. Nope, on a little shuffle, and it's wrapped up and dropped. Nice pursuit, nice play by East to stop us for a loss on the play. A little razzle-dazzle, didn't razzle, didn't dazzle. Tool makes the stop, number 44 for East. So, no huddle. Cyclones marking at the 8-yard line. Lose 2 in the play. 10:18 to go to halftime. Blevins, Mathis, your single setback. CJ gets the tote. He'll go to the 5. Is tripped up, gets down to the 3. Good ankle tackle. He was heading coach for the end zone.
Yeah.
They tripped him up at the 4-yard line. Nice job by East. Credit out number
by William
Bates, and number 6 for East. Give credit to, Bates is your guy, number 6. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Knocking on the door in the red zone, up 21-7, first half here. Blevins engineering another good drive. This freshman quarterback gets better every rep. On the handoff to CJ, breaks a tackle. He's in. Touchdown Cyclones. Touchdown CJ Mathis from 3 yards out. Broke a tackle to 5. They had him wrapped up. He broke it. That upper body. That was a weight room run, Coach.
That's right. That's a January, February, March touchdown.
So CJ with a 3-yard run punches it in for the Cyclones with a 9:40 mark in the half, leading it 27-7. Got a man down in the field here. And let's see who it is. Is one of ours, one of theirs?
I believe that's a blue helmet. All white uniform.
It'll be a Patriot down. Cyclones jump out to the tune of 27-7 and the 9:40 mark to go in the first half here. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be. As the late Rush Limbaugh said, across the fruited plain, the Cyclones 27-7. Next Friday night, Seymour here. Young man off the field on his own power. See who this young man is. We don't want anybody hurt. It ain't worth that.
The injured Patriot is number 7, Austin Warren.
Number 7 is Austin Warren. He'll go off the field hurt, but it on his own power. Bowers ready for a point after. Andrew, get me ready. A 60-second commercial, sir, coming up. Bowers the point after here. Holding Reed, 27-7 Cyclones, 9:40 to go to halftime. We're cooking the propane here, the number 6 team in the state, showing you why. They're off and running after a week off. Point after it's up. It is perfecto. 28-7, 60-second break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes, competitive.
Wild Cherry, play that funky music, white boy. How about that? We're playing some funky music. 28-7, first half here, Cyclones. Coach, I would think, I'm not Sean Wooden, don't pretend to be. I would think at this point, 28 points after a week off, I think we're showing ourselves to be, we're back with our mojo. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've done a lot of good things. Just thinking about the luxury of Justice Wallen, a blocking back, a linebacker, running back, a blocker, and an elite receiver.
Touch back for Bowers. Again, his point afters, by the way, on the season. Will Bowers, 29 out of 32 this season from point after. And also with the touchbacks, he came in 39 out of 40. That's our 4th touchdown, so you can do the math. He's 43 out of 44 in touchbacks in this season. What does that mean for you out there in Internet Land? That means when he kicks it into the end zone, they can't run it back out. That is a huge weapon. You know that.
In high school, it's huge. It's huge at any level. They've even changed the pro rules because it was such an effective tool. So
well put. 20-yard line east, 9:40 to go to halftime. We'll talk to Dr. Minton coming up. We've got a big band classic coming up next Saturday here. I won't tell you about that. You need to be here. Watch our great Betsy band. They're playing tomorrow at East Tennessee State. Lingerfeld rolling, pumping, faking, running, and brought down to the 19. The fake didn't work. The run didn't work. Great job to come in and get him. C.J. Mathis drops him to the 19-yard line.
C.J. Mathis.
And let's see if there's a flag or is there not a flag. There is not a flag. No flag down. A drop. Tackle for loss on the 19-yard line. C.J. Lingerfeld faked it, wanted to run it, faked it again. C.J. stayed home tackling him.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I know that their quarterback thinks there's room to run and to do things, and it just closes so quickly. The pursuit of the defense is so good.
Our defense is stout, folks. Has been stout all season long. And we got some boys out there that can absolutely mail sack you, and they can get to you pretty quick. Lingerfield's finding it out. He's out of the pocket again. Look, he's in trouble, and got him. Riley Jones with a sack back at the 5-yard line. Big Riley said, no, I'm not biting on that fake. He stayed right with him and brought him down for a sack back at they'll mark the football, I think, right around the 5 or 6 yard line, Coach.
That was a great job again. It's the same thing the whole game. They can't handle him right now. He's got his hands on him. He's going to get free. His speed's so good. Just another great job.
Generous spot. He put it at the 9-yard line. Looked like he got him at the 6, but we'll take it. 9 yards is okay because it was a sack by Riley Jones. Craig's out there war whooping in Nebraska right now. I guarantee it. His grandfather. He was in there a couple of weeks ago. We sent him back with some Tom Douglas Sports Show mugs, and he's sipping lemonade tonight watching the broadcast. Thank you. Looking, Lingerfeld. In trouble. Throws. Now, pocket collapse. Sack. They got him again. He thought he was going to air it out down the field to the tight end like he did earlier in the game, but they drop him at about the 4-yard line.
Number 55, Lennox
And Lennox Loveday dropped a hammer on him. I'm telling you what, Coach, I wouldn't want to get hit with any of those guys out in that defense because they go flat, as they should, is what they're taught to do, to lay the wood to you.
Yeah, they really do. They're motor. They got good motors. They run at a high level all the time. I mean, how many times tonight has this been where East has been on the field? It's hard to do anything when you're here.
4th and 26. He's going to punt it out of the end zone. We will get it at about the 30 is where our guy's standing, Zach Wallen. 7:17 to go to halftime. We got a chance to put more on the board here. And now a timeout called. Somebody's going to burn one to try and talk this over. He's not had good success punting that football. In large part, it's his fault because he's not being backed even up.
Yeah, it's the alignment. Yeah, the alignment's fault. I don't know anybody can get it off when you're 6 yards back unless it's a surprise. When it's 4th and 20, there's no surprise, involved. So they snapped it fine the last time. He was a little deeper. He was about 10 or 11. Don't have a lot of room down here right now. So we'll see what they do.
4th and 26 in the timeout. Again, next Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday. By the way, about time to hit those no-bake cookies. About time to hit those. You need to pop the lid on that, sir.
Yes,
it's time.
Miss Nancy, Miss Michelle, thank you again for setting my blood sugar off.
Amen. So, one of the few places you can go and call a ball game and gain weight. So,
yeah.
And you know what? I don't care because those rascals are good. Thank you, Miss Nancy. The no-bake cookies. Anyway, the Classic is tomorrow, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow here at the stadium. We'll talk more about that at halftime, Dr. Minton. So the Elizabethton Classic, 20 bands will be here next week, record number. Timeout over. Here it comes. Belt high snap. He'll get it out of there. Not by much. It's tipped. It'll go up like a pop-up, bounce to the 10, and out to the 20 to about the 24-yard line. Special teams big tonight with the Cyclones. Have been setting the table, Coach. Terrible punt. They got tipped again, and we'll get the football at the East 24-yard line.
Yeah, obviously just a tough situation. It's a little bit different when you're out here in the middle of the field and you're punting into their end, but when you're back in your end zone so much, it's a tough world to live in when that's not where you excel. So good field position again for the Orange.
Thank you, Vista Clark. Very kind. Thank you, Sharon Thomason. Very sweet. Tim Googe, thank you. Lois Benfield, thank you. Yeah, it is an awesome picture. Once we got it fixed, the fiber optic, got it. They're doing a great job. Thank you. 1st and 10, 23-yard line. Cyclones. 7-minute mark to go in the half. Play action. Out in the flat, down and out. It's tipped and incomplete. Got a hand on it. Incomplete pass. It was, let's see, who gives credit here? Number 13. Will Joyner makes the bat down for East. Incomplete pass, second down. From the 23, 6:58 to go to halftime. You see on the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen, we lead 28-7. Next Friday night, Seymour has an open day. We'll be coming in here for senior night. Then on the 30th, on a Thursday, audio only. We'll tell you already, it's audio only in Greenville. Go down to Battle of the Green Devils in Burley. Blevins rolls out in the flat, looking Bryson. Wants to pump, throws, caught, catch made with Zach Wallen to the 19. Jukes and jives to the 15. And Stutter steps down to about the 13-yard line. Picks up about 10. Should be close to a double C. It is a double C Western Supply first down. They got a brand new shipment of area jeans, area boots for guys and girls. They got hoodies. They got toboggans. Cold weather's coming. Double C Western Supply, a great first down sponsor. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Picks up 13. Cyclones on the move here. Inside the red zone. Blevins, 2 claps, hands off to McDuffie. McDuffie will go to the 10, William to the 9. Coach, you've coached it. You try and get ready to this football team. You see the train. You see McDuffie. You see Pate. You see Justice Wallen. You see C.J. Mathis. All great runners and all have a different running personality.
They do. There's power and speed, and then there's just speed. So it is really hard. And really, when the guys up front are doing what they're doing, I'm not so sure I couldn't move the ball a little bit. Just a great job all the way around with the offense.
2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line. Blevins on the scramble. Looks, throws out in the end zone. Wide open, caught. Touchdown. Cyclones. Touchdown. Cyclones. Touchdown. Braylon Britt with the score. So another cagey move by Bryson Blevins, our freshman quarterback coach. He's elusive.
Yeah, throws the ball really well on the run too. So I know Mom and Dad are proud of him, and so he's done a great job for a young man.
Point after by Will Bowers on the scoreboard into the stadium. Britt with the touchdown for the Cyclones. Bowers point after. Long enough, deep enough. 35-7, 60-second break. You're watching 6th ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones.
We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are going to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there, standing ovation.
Bowers on the kick. Guess what? Boy, that's a shocker. In the end zone.
Oh, bless his heart. He's going to work on his leg strength.
Yep. Can't make light of this because it really is a big deal. It's a great weapon for our football. We can't make light because we're paying him a compliment because he's that good for doing what he's doing. And so Will Bowers, the junior, hammers it again in the end zone. Cyclones, here we go. I found some right here. I knew I had some. Bryson Blevins, what do you say, 12 out of
14.
12 out of 14, 150 yards and a couple of touchdowns for Blevins. 3 touchdowns, yep, 35-7. We lead it first half here. Lingerfeld in trouble, scrambling, looking, wants to throw, tucks it to go. He'll bring it up the field, try and get to positive real estate, breaks one tackle with Daughtery, slings it across the middle, batted down. Great play. Nice play. It was intended by Bowman, and Tucker Taylor batted that one down. Great play by Tuck. Lingerfeld in scramble mode back to now, Coach. It's basically a snap and run because we're coming at him, and he knows that. And so he unloaded, and Taylor over the shoulder deflection batted it down. Great job of Tucker.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how he got that ball off because he had people coming at him from all angles. So very athletic quarterback, did a great job, pretty much did all he could do.
Blevins now with 6 touchdown passes in 2 games. Pretty good, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, it is.
Come in for the injured Red Slagle. Again, broke his ankle. He's out for the year. He's down there on crutches. We'll have him back for baseball. Tell you what, our baseball team, we're loaded. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lingerfeld looking. Throws over the middle. High. Caught, though, by Prophet. His first catch of the night, maybe second, at the 34-yard line. Right there to make the stop was William McDuffie, but catch made over the middle. And they'll move the chains. Blue Prophet, their leading receiver. Only maybe the first or second, maybe the 3rd catch of the night. Not many, because Lingerfeld hadn't had time to find him. He's been in scramble mode. But he did that time for a first down to the 34-yard line. 5:15 to go till halftime. 35-7 Cyclones. We'll watch the Betsy Band at halftime. They're getting ready for their competition tomorrow, yep. At East Tennessee State Bands of America competition. You'd only get there by invite. And we got invited. 1st and 10, 34-yard line because we're 3-time state champs. We jumped. I think it's Rainwater jumped a little early. Let's see if we got pulled. And you got Rainwater, you got Loveday out there, you got Calix Daughter, you got Riley Jones. That's a fearsome foursome. That's all side against us. Got a little jumpy on the corners. You got Braylon Britt, Sammy Orsburn. Also back there, you've got Tucker Taylor. You've also got William McDuffie. Over in the far corner is Jack Blevins, and then the linebackers are the Wallen boys, who will flat smoke you if they get a chance to hit you. And so will Sammy Orsman. He'll lay the wood to you, too. He's not that big, but he'll put the hit to you. Former player of the game for us earlier in the year. Next Friday night, we're here again. Coach and I, Seymour, in here for senior night. 1st and 5 with the 39-yard line with a penalty. 4:28 to go to halftime. We're up big. 4-touchdown lead with the Cyclones. Lingerfeld looking for help. Hands off the tool. Nope, keeps himself to the 40. Tries to turn the corner. We're after him. We'll bump him out of bounds. And don't call late hit. You got to knock him out. He didn't. On a nice hit by Braylon Britt. Lingerfeld. And did he lose his shoe? They're going to check him, make sure he's okay. He got hit right in the thigh. Britt put that helmet right on his thigh as he went out of bounds. That's a clean hit, but I'm sure it's smart a little bit. 2nd and 3 now. 41-yard line, 4:14 to play in the first half.
He's having a big play here. We don't want to let him get any momentum right now.
Nope, we don't. We got the 1 touchdown, a 65-yard touchdown pass. 2nd and 3 to 41-yard line. First half score. Cyclones up big. Lingerfeld looking. Pocket collapses, running. 40, 45, 50, big chunk. 45 down to the 42-yard line. Maybe to the 41 where it's all said and done. Tackle made by the Cyclones. Look to be Tucker Taylor makes a stop at the 41-yard line. So Tucker up to make the stop and will advance the football. Personal foul against the Cyclones. So back-to-back penalties against the Orange and Black, giving them probably their best drive of the football game. They had that one play for the score, the quick score play. But this is a sustained drive with real estate now down to the 41-yard line, and they'll mark it a little further against the Cyclones. So back-to-back penalties, Coach. Got to clean those up.
Yeah, just I don't want to give them anything. Again, they've played really clean football for the most part, other than the long pass play. We'll see kind of what our defense is made of right here.
The ball's at the 26-yard line near hash mark. 3:55 to go to the break. 35-7 you see on the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. Cyclones 35-7 has been a Bryson Blevins night so far, and a C.J. Mathis night so far, and a Braylon Britt night so far. We've had several kids step up. Lingerfeld, the junior, out of the gun with Toole, his up back. Single setback. Lingerfeld, 3-step drop, looking, fires to the last second over the middle. Nice catch in traffic. Prophet down about the 9-yard line in double coverage. He makes the catch. Blue Prophet all over him like a blanket with Sammy Orsman. He was there, but again, Prophet went up. Great throw at the last minute. Lingerfeld stayed in that pocket, took a pop when he released it. Gets it down to the Cyclone 6. So Lingerfeld moving the sticks now. Nice throw in traffic, under pressure by Peyton Lingerfeld for the East Patriot quarterback.
He sets his feet. He really does a good job. It's when they get him moving, when things start to happen and go south for him.
So it's a 1st and goal from the 6 Cyclones. Defending here, and now timeout, hold everything. It's going to be a timeout taken by Sullivan East. We'll keep it right here. So our band tomorrow, we'll go to the Band of America's competition, East Tennessee State. Again, we've stepped up this year. We got invited. That's the big boy. That's the big boy competition. We did very well there last year. And then next Saturday, double the number of bands. We got 20 bands coming for the Elizabethan Classic. It's going to be here. We need to support that.
Yeah, that is a big deal. It does give local bands a chance, but they've got bands coming from pretty far off, quality bands, and plus our band does an exhibition, so you get to see the Betsy Band perform as well.
And I have it here somewhere in my growing stack of stuff. I do have the list of the bands. I'll have that for you here in a second. But there is 20. They've doubled the number of bands coming next week, and we would love to. Here it is right here. I know I had it. Rye Cove, Cloudland, Unaka, South Green, Johnson County, Chucky Doug, Sullivan East, Hampton, West Green, Daniel Boone, Unicoi County, Cherokee, Volunteer, Morristown West, Stars Mill, Tennessee High, Greenville, Abington, Inca, North Carolina, Westridge, Hillcrest, the Cyclone Band, an exhibit, and the ETSU Marching Bucks will be here too. That's all next Saturday. The Elizabethan Classic, got to be here for that. We have the privilege of emceeing that event. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next Saturday, starts at 2 o'clock here at the bank. The Elizabethton Band Classic, 20 bands here, including the ETSU Marching Bucks. Lingerfeld puts a man in motion from far side and near side, hands it off to him in the jet sweep, turns the corner. He'll get bounced out of bounds. Bowman, who caught the touchdown pass earlier in the game. He'll get knocked out of bounds at about the 5. Let's see where the mark is. Actually, a little bit deeper. Braylon Bribbs there to bounce him out of bounds, and let's see where they'll mark the football. They'll give him down to the, 2-yard line. Picks up 4. So for all the hype we heard about Blue Prophet, Bowman's been his guy tonight. He scored the touchdown, and he's the one who got the jet sweep right there.
Yeah, I really thought he had room to get in the end zone right there. I think he thought he could outrun us on the outside. Our pursuit was really good.
So it brings up a 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Clock, 2:47 at halftime. Cyclones up 35-7. We'll get the second half kickoff, by the way. Lingerfeld, penalty flag, will blow it dead, somebody jumped. See it from here, look like the right guard or right tackle got a little anxious and jumped offside. False start east. Puts it back to the 8-yard line. Like what we've done so far tonight?
I really do. Overall, I really like what we've done. We've just kind of relied on the front 4 on the pressure. And overall, they've really done a good job.
At the 8-yard line now, the marker back on a 5-yard false start. Tool, your single setback for Lingerfeld. Cyclones show a 4-man front. They've been active all night long. They've got 5, we've got 4. We've been out-muscling the guys up front. Lingerfeld looks, slings to the back of the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. Blue Prophet, we just talked about him not being in the action. Guess what? They threw him a touchdown. And a nice one. Off the back of his foot, Lingerfeld threw it to the back of the end zone, and Prophet took it over the shoulder and in for a touchdown. For Sullivan East, that was a nice pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it really was. They were going to do the same thing on the penalty. Basically, he just put his foot in the turf and sprinted into the corner. It was not a throw to a person, but to a place on the field. He really did a nice job throwing a good route. And quick enough, he didn't have to get much pressure.
Valencia, with the point after Reese, ball down. It's up. We come hard. We come with a surge, but they get it up and in. 35-14, 60-second break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go! Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go!
14th touchdown pass from Lingerfeld, the 8th this season, combo Blue Prophet, the leading scorer on the team.
Cyclone family like to wish Cyclone alum Huey Whaley a happy...
Hello, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, what a running back.
So Monica Holyfield, Katie Whitten. I think that's Katie's mama watching. So, because Katie's right over here. Of course, she could be watching. She's out there with Kim and top of the row, back in the back row, the top of the stands. Hello to Mama Deanna Ryder.
Sweet.
She had a little issue this week. She had to spend the night at the hospital. She's back at Sycamore Springs. Say hello to Miss Deanna. End over end kick, returnable ball, Cyclones. Backpedaling, takes it to the 5. Here he comes to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Tries to get right up the middle, cuts to the outside. Look out! 35-40, C.J. Mathis at 50. He's at the 45, down the far side of the 40, cuts back inside of the 35, the 30, all the way down to the 25, down inside of the 24-yard line. What a return by C.J. Mathis from our 5 down to their 24-yard line, Coach. What a return by C.J. Mathis, Jr. for the Cyclones.
He's become a weapon on that part of the field, too, as far as kick returns. Just a great job. He's got a little bit of a burst when he makes his mind up, puts that foot in the ground. Great return. Gives us great field position.
So the Cyclones now hold everything. There's a block in the back on the Cyclones. Yep, it is. They're going to bring it back. Son of a gun. What a return by C.J. Mathis nonetheless. C.J. toted the mail from R5 down to the 24, but it's all for naught. And the penalty at the point of the infraction will put it right in midfield. Still good field position, so I guess you give him from the 5 to the 50 a 45-yard kickoff return.
Yeah.
It was more, but they stopped us with a penalty to 50, so we'll give him credit for a 45-yard kickoff return from R5 to midfield. 1st and 10 Cyclones. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. 2:26 to work here in the first half. Try and get more points on the board. Blevins, your QB. Steps back, screen pass caught. Britt up the middle to the 45. 40, cut to the outside of the 35. Braylon to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. They won't get him. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Braylon Britt from 50 yards out. What a play, and the Cyclones will hold everything. Maybe another flag on the play. Britt with a 50-yard touchdown. Looks like it's going to come back. Blocking the back Cyclones. Yep. Back-to-back penalties, and we're going to bring him back. Son of a gun. Mathis kickoff return brought back, and now the touchdown to Braylon Britt. Coach, I'm just squirrely enough because I'm not a coach. I'm a broadcaster, but I'd come right back and run that same play again.
Well, it's the same thing we ran to Wallen on the touchdown, just on the other side of the field. So I agree with you. That had to be somewhere away from the ball. Okay.
Touchdown called back.
There's another flag thrown. Or was he trying to throw it back to the official? I believe something else has been called.
Good time to enjoy just a...
Yep.
It is. It's a,
Sportsmanlike conduct on the Cyclones.
So the second period has been bit with the penalty bug here. By the way, the no-bake cookie is real good. Put it in my jaw like a plug of tobacco. Thank you, Nancy. Very good.
It's a long way from the other 5 all the way back here.
Yep.
So I don't know why the official's still having a conversation. It's time to move on.
They'll spot the ball at the 27-yard line. The clock at 2:14 till halftime. 35-7 Cyclones. So Elizabethton will get the ball back again. 1st and 33 now from the 27-yard line. Clock 2:14. Both teams have one timeout left. Bryson Blevins ready to bring him, the freshman quarterback. Looking, running, throwing, caught. Turns upfield, Blevins. 30, 35, 40, far sideline 45, weaving through traffic, stays on his feet, midfield, and finally slung down to the 45-yard line. Should be a horse collar tackle. Let's see if they get it to him. Maybe not, but so 77 brings him down rather abruptly. So a pickup, let's see, 28-yard pass play. First down, double C Western Supply Cyclone. First down at the 45-yard line. Blevins, screen this side, caught Justice. The bull at the 40. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Weaves his way through traffic to the 25, to the far side, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. He angles to the far side. He'll drop that right shoulder right down at the 2-yard line.
What a run.
What a yard after catch run by the bubble screen to the far near side, rather, to Justice Wallen. And the Bulls, I call him, takes it all the way down to the, 2-yard line.
Listen, what a luxury. Again, that's a kid who's a tight end. He's a blocker. He's been a running back, but not had that many opportunities. plays linebacker and catches the ball and runs like that.
43-yard pass play from Blevins to Justice Wallen, and Bryson Blevins' numbers are very impressive here. We'll have them for you at halftime. Number 16 is getting it done. First and goal from the 2-yard line. 45 seconds to go to the half, and now timeout by one of the two teams burns one. Cyclones take our last timeout here in the half. 49 seconds to go. 35-14, Georgia and Ole Miss tomorrow, Coach. Down between the hedges, what do you think?
Well, at the hedges, I probably think Georgia, but in the SEC, you just don't know. There are a lot of good football teams in college football right now.
Are you content with Ohio State being the number 1 ranked team in the country?
I mean, somebody's got to knock them off. You know, I kind of always felt like if you won it and you came back and you played pretty well, it's kind of hard to argue. They'll have a chance to prove it in the playoffs. That's where it'll all come down to. So,
Weston shook his head. Who do you think is number 1? LSU. The Hurricane fans say they're playing Louisville tonight down in Miami. They think they're number 1. So, but Tennessee can go a long way to help their cause and win this game tomorrow against Alabama. It's big. Both teams 5-1. They've not won down there since 2000 and I'll say 22 years since they won in Tuscaloosa. That was the 51-43 5-overtime win. First and goal from the 2 here. 49 seconds to go till halftime. Cyclones knock on the door from the 2. The Train gets a handoff. He's in. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, the J Train. First touchdown since the Tennessee I game. He hammers it in from 2 yards out. And the Cyclones lead it 41-14 with 44 seconds to go in the first half, Coach.
Good to have him back. Just on both sides of the football. He's worked so hard. Good to see him. He looks like he's fully healthy. So good to see him run the football.
Bowers, who's 30 out of 33 on the season from point after, will try it again. Reed to hold here. What a job Reed's done. The freshman to come in the absence of Justin Whitehead, who was your holder. End over end. Up and good. 42-14. We'll keep it right here, Coach. 44 seconds to go in the first half. We put 42 on the board. We do well at the bank against Sullivan East. We do well at the bank against anybody. We're 60-7 on this field. And again, I feel like we're making a statement for the run here in the second half of the season, or the stretch run of the season, these final 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, again, it is kind of the beginning. It's a second beginning. So I think they've got to be pleased. They're going to be frustrated with penalties. They're going to be frustrated with the big play that they gave up. But overall, offensively, they've really done well. So, again, a great job all the way around.
Talking about a good job. Bryson Blevins, 14 out of 16 in the first half, 221 yards and 3 touchdowns. Thanks, Weston Taylor. Great job. We have adapted Weston to becoming a stat guy back here. He's got his laptop. He's got his Post-it notes. He's got his walkie-talkie. He says, don't even bother me. I'm working. I'm crunching numbers. And he's doing a great job. You're checking the stats. 14 out of 16, Bryson Blevins, 221 and 3 touchdowns. So Blevins, 170. Let's see, what I say coming into the game, 175 plus 221 tonight, and 6 touchdown passes in 2 games for the freshman. We're in pretty good shape, Coach. I hate the way it happened with Red Sligo getting hurt out for the year. He had started 30 consecutive games, but Bryson Blevins has picked it up and run with it pretty good, to say the least. Bowers to kick it. Touchback, here we go. So 42-14, our band will perform at halftime. We'll watch the band as we talk to Dr. Minton and Joe Diaz, our athletic director. Our soccer team wins the district tournament championship last night. Congratulations to them. Our band, so they're going on to the regional. Our band will truck to the Bands of America tomorrow. Our cross country still going. Our golf team finished up and had a great run by Coach Enzer. Our volleyball team finished their season in the district tournament at Sullivan East. So now we're kind of shifting to basketball and swimming and wrestling. Our winter sports are starting to get geared up.
Yeah, and 2 of the teams in the volleyball district are both going to the state tournament. So 1/4 of the state tournament teams are out of our district, and we beat both of them during the year, split with them. So we were right there with them. I hope the girls kind of can see that. I think they will.
That would be Sullivan East and Chucky Doe Oak are going to the big dance. So is Dobbins Minute going to the big dance, the state volleyball tournament next week. So we're going to be well represented down there by our Northeast Tennessee teams, which we wish them all well. We'd like to have the Cyclones there, but if they can't be there, then we're going to cheer for the teams that are down there from our neck of the woods, because we don't get much respect down in Middle Tennessee, I can tell you that. A lot of the folks down there think the state ends in Knoxville, but it doesn't. Let me tell you what, you want to take a drive tomorrow? I did it this morning. Go down Mary Patton Highway, Gap Creek, and look at those mountains up behind Doe River Gorge tomorrow. Unbelievable how beautiful they are. Over the middle, Cott, Blue Prophet, and he'll take it to the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Legend Pate, and also for the Cyclones Love Day, but again, he'll move it out to about the 32-yard line. 30 seconds to go. In fact, before we started the broadcast night, the mountains over here behind, I'm not sure where they are, up behind Chick-fil-A up through there. Absolutely, this is the weekend to see them. The rain's coming Sunday, going to blow a lot of the leaves off, so if you want to watch the leaves, go looking for leaves, tomorrow will be your day to do it. Over the middle, Cott, short pass, and as soon as he caught it, he got popped by C.J. Mathis, caught over the middle to the 32-yard line. And catch made by Colton Lazure. His older brother Corbin was a big-time player at East. And the clock runs out. The final play, the first half, was a pass play that was completed, but at halftime, the Cyclones have flexed their muscles and shown you why at halftime. Elizabethton 42, Sullivan East 14. Your halftime show brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. We'll be back with our halftime show. We'll watch the band. We'll talk to Dr. Minton, talk to Diaz, and we'll also get some scores of other games. Big one brewing down in Maryville between Maryville and Science Hill. We'll find out about that. And all the scores here at halftime. Stay with us. At the halftime, you get to watch the Betsy Band do their performance. Cyclones lead at 42-14 to the break. We'll be back. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there, standing ovation of the
Halftime, 42-14, Elizabethton leads it. Coach, some other scores right now before we watch. We're going to watch the band.
Yeah, Unicoi, just local teams. Unicoi's ahead of Claiborne, 28-14. Cherokee's ahead of David Crockett, 35-20. Last night, Hampton got all over Hancock County, 62-0. Happy Valley's doing the same thing to West Green tonight. It's 52-0 in the fourth quarter. Science Hill and Maryville. Science Hill was ahead 10-0 early. They're down 21-10 in the third quarter. Daniel Boone and Morristown West. West is ahead 14-0. Cloudland and North Green, a shootout. They're up 50-35 in the third quarter. Tennessee High and Sevier County, a really good game, 7-7 in the third quarter. Greenville's ahead of Volunteer 35-0 at the half. And another former opponent, Westridge, who's been playing really well, is ahead of Morristown East 35-0.
RB and I talked about it at halftime, but the Stone Castle, we would get this team early because they're getting better, and they have gotten better. Tennessee High is giving Sevier County all they want right now down in Sevierville. So here we are. Is that the Stone Castle? They're in Sevierville, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're in Sevierville.
Bearcat. Yeah.
Here's the Betsy Band. Let's catch them right here in the halftime show you'll see tomorrow at the Bands of America competition, again at East Tennessee State. And here next week for the Elizabethton Classic. Here we go. If that don't get you fired up, your wood's wet. I'm just going to tell you right now, that was awesome by our band. They'll see that tomorrow, the Bands of America, and they'll be here next week for the Elizabethton Classic, the band competition.
Tomorrow afternoon at the Bands of
42-14, Cyclones leader here at the break. Bryson Blevins, 3 touchdowns. Coach, again, we keep going back to this. We lose Rhett Schlegel with a season-ending injury, which we ate, but next man up, and this kid stepped up. Whitehead, your number 2 quarterback's out. So you go down to in the roster, the depth chart, to our 3rd guy, Bryson Blevins, a freshman, which proves a point. Every time I hear these guys, not this team, but guys quit and go to other places in college or in high school because they don't get to play, you don't know what's around the corner. And so Bryson Blevins has stepped up 6 touchdowns in 2 games. He's getting it done for us.
He's done a fantastic job, and I mean, we knew he was very talented when he was there in the middle school, and then he had a year where he didn't play. He got physically stronger. I think he spent a lot of time studying the game, and it shows. And I mean, I've got to give hats off to Sean in how he's managed this year. When I think about all the key things, key players that he's lost, some for a week or 2, some not, but how they've kind of patchworked this together into a great football team. I couldn't say enough about him and his staff and what they've done.
I know we've been to 2 state championships from one and got a state runner-up that 3rd year, but from a coaching standpoint, this may be his best job he's had. Whitehead's gone, Schlegel's gone. Whitehead may be back with the playoffs. We don't know that yet, but there is a chance he can get back. Rhett's gone. Loveday's been out 2 or 3 in and out. Both Loveday's have been hurt. Kyler McGovern is still hurt with a concussion. He has to wait till next week to come back. These guys are starters, not just these guys aren't reserves. These are key players in this football team. I'm leaving some guys out, but so we've had to patchwork this football team, and we've done it, won 6 in a row. We're back, I would say probably 80 or 90% tonight, ready to go. But Sean's done an incredible job keeping this team floating with all the key injuries we've had.
He really has, and he never says a word about it. I mean, he's very business-like in his approach, and like I said, I would agree with you. He could not have done a better job than what he's done this year. Not like I said, the state championships were unbelievable, but again, what he's had to do is just, I'm just impressed with him and so proud of him.
Dr. Minton's here. Let's get him in real quick. Don't forget, by the way, halftime brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. The Fall Festival is tomorrow, open to anybody and everybody from 4 to 7. The Fall Festival at Pleasant Beach, across the river on Watauga Road, from 4 to 7. Beautiful weather. Come out there before the Tennessee-Alabama game. Bring the kids. It's all free. There'll be some food trucks there, but everything else going to be free to do the Fall Festival, and some inflatables. Maybe get Doc Minton over there tomorrow and let him get him to bounce around with some of the inflatables and get him you like candy apples, you like snow cones, you like funnel cakes?
All 3.
Yes.
All 3.
By the way, I want to thank him publicly. You know, the start of the broadcast, we had some fiber optic trouble. This man's been on the walkie-talkie, up and down the steps, up on the roof where the camera is, back to the Cyclone Network studio. He and Andrew Barnett pulled this off. Thank you. So folks out there can say, where's the video? We've got it. And they're being treated a great game. What about the band? Was that not awesome?
Man, I was upstairs. It's so one of my favorite times of the night is going upstairs and standing up and listening to the band perform at halftime, especially when they've got everything in. Of course, getting ready to go to BOA tomorrow, so they're pumped about that. And, making finals and a regional show like that is a big goal of the band, and I know that's what they're looking to do. And that was a fantastic performance. And gosh, just so loud and sounded so good. So I'm just proud of the kids and the staff. If you're in and around Elizabethton at any time of the day or not, there's a good chance you're going to hear a metronome in the late summer, and then you're going to hear instruments playing, you're going to hear drums, you're going to see marching, and the amount of time that the kids put in and the staff put in is a ton. And so I hope that hard work pays off for them as marching season kind of moves forward for them.
Next week here, the Elizabethton Classic. He's doubled the schools. It's incredible. Here's the lineup next week. You got to be here. It starts at 2 o'clock. Rye-Cove, Cloudland, Unaka, South Green, Johnson County, Chuckey-Doak, Sullivan East, Hampton, West Green, Daniel Boone, Unicoi County, Cherokee. Also coming next Saturday, Volunteer, Morristown West, Stars Mill, Tennessee High, Greenville. You have in the big bands in terms of numbers, Abington, Aiken, North Carolina, Westridge, Hillcrest High. Of course, our band will do an exhibition, and also the ETSU Marching Bucks We get the privilege of emceeing that next week. Can't wait. It's a wonderful competition, and we doubled the bands. That tells you we're doing it right, because all these bands say, we want to come to Betsy, being the Elizabethton Classic. This needs to be supported by the Elizabethton folks, but all these other bands, by their parents here. It's going to be a great week next week.
Yeah, it
Saturday.
is. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a really good time for local schools and, of course, our band, and also you get to see the ETSU Marching Bucks. So some of the best high school and college music is going to be on this field next Saturday. And I'm talking about not just our school, but our county schools and the surrounding schools and the schools that are coming. Our kids work hard, their kids do too, and so the band culture is really fun to watch because the kids are so supportive of each other. You even heard Sullivan East Band cheering for our band while they were performing, and so our band director, and you can tell band directors in this region do a really good job of saying, hey, get behind the kids, and they do just what you do. They work just as hard, and so they're really good at getting behind them. And so, yeah, if we can fill these stands up and just show the kids the support they deserve, not just the Cyclones, but everybody's going to be here, and they'll be treated to, of course, an exhibition show by our band and the ETSU Marching Bucks, and get to see some really good bands and hear some really good music. It's going to be a fun time. Hoping for good weather.
Thank you again for coming up here. Anything you want to leave us with?
I'm just proud of the soccer team. The ladies soccer team won and wrapped up the district championship. That's a big deal for them. We've had some recognitions tonight, and they're going to be moving on to the regions here. The other night they beat Sullivan East, and so just proud of them. They've had a great season, and that was a big win this week. And just proud of our staff too. We've came off a fall break. I know everybody had a well-earned and well-deserved fall break. We're closing out the 9 weeks right now and getting ready to step into the second quarter of the school year, which is really hard to believe, but just proud of our staff. We're doing a little bit of time right now doing some reflection on some of the positive things of last school year and our data and our achievement and our growth. And so sometimes those metrics and numbers don't always look the way you want them. We've had a lot of things go our way the last couple of years. I'm really proud of our teachers and all the way across the building for just the work that they do and just putting in a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort to make it a good start to the school year. And 25% into the school year, I just can't say how proud I am and how proud I am to be the Cyclone. It's a great time to be one.
Thanks again for getting us on tonight.
Yeah, man, you bet it.
You did it. You're a great guy. We love this guy. He does a wonderful job.
Go Cyclones.
Dr. John Mitten. Appreciate him very much. Second half kickoff ready to go. 60-second break. We'll be right back. Halftime brought to you by Pleasant Beach Baptist Church Fall Festival tomorrow from 4 to 7, free for all the kiddos at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, across the river on Watauga Road. We'll be right back with the second half kickoff. We lead 42-14 to the break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church here in Elizabethton, and we wanted to let you know about a couple of special events we have at the church in our fall season. And of course, fall is my favorite time of the year. I love the mountains and the color and the leaves. But we want to invite you to our annual homecoming. That's Sunday morning, October the 12th, and that is a Sunday school hour at 10 o'clock. We'll have combined Sunday school and a special group singing. That's the Andrew Johnson family from out in Texas, and they'll be with us also in the 11 o'clock hour and a Bible message. Then following a special Sunday school hour and then that morning service, we have dinner on the grounds, and that's always a wonderful time. And then the following Saturday, October the 18th, is our annual fall festival, and that's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And so we want to give you a personal invitation for you and your family, and we'd love to have you to either one of these days or any other day.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence, that means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go! Yeah, the bank's rocking, yelling, go, Betsy, go!
Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side with Coach Eddie Pless, Weston Taylor on stats. Upstairs, Ozzie Fletcher. Back in the Cyclone Network room is Andrew Barnett. Team effort here, folks. And again, he didn't want to take any credit, and that's okay. I'm bigger than he is. But thanks to Dr. Min for, again, punching buttons and hooking cords and doing whatever it do to get the video part of this working so we can have you video out there in the internet world, and he did that. So thank you to he and Andrew Barnett and everybody behind the scenes making that work. Bryson Blevins, a 39-yard pass to Zach Wallen, a C.J. Mathis 3-yard run, a 15-yard pass from Bryson Blevins to Jack Blevins, a C.J. Mathis 3-yard run, a Braylon Britt 9-yard catch from Bryson Blevins, and the train gets a 2-yard run. All the point afters by Bowers are good, 6 of those, and here we are, 42-14 at halftime. So 2 touchdowns C.J. Mathis, 2 touchdowns by, or 3 touchdown passes rather by Bryson Blevins. So, by the way, Jack Blevins' first touchdown catch since Granger of last year. It's his first catch this season. And Zach, of course, coming off that 52-yard punt return down to Granger 2 weeks ago. That's his last touchdown. So we've spread it around. We've talked about this. When Seymour comes here next week, we go to Greenville in a couple of weeks. It's tough to defend and scout this football team because we have so many guys that are touching the ball in so many ways. We have a lot of weapons, do we not?
Yeah, we really do. Like you said, we've mentioned 10, 11 different people have had their hands on the football on the offensive side, and that includes Bryson. But just again, you choose your poison. Yeah, we've got some people that are the statistical leaders, but it basically just means there have been more opportunities. Somebody may have been hurt. I mean, it's not. I don't know if Sean draws it out of a hat who's going to start. I mean, I really think he has a luxury there in that there's very even talent in all of that.
Jay Younce says hello, Coach Pless. You know Jay Younce?
Jay, 1977.
There you go. That's what he said. He's watching. Thank you, sir.
See him at Bluff City Diner all the time.
Got a bunch of them watching tonight. We appreciate that very much. Linda Bowers, hello to you. Here's the kick. End over end. Twister to the 10-yard line. Here we come up to 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35. They'll try to get outside. He does. Up the back, the blocking back, Sammy Orsman, and gets it all the way out to the 47-yard line. Guess who? Braylon Britt. He's got the wheels. Nice return. Great field position. Ran up the back to Sammy Orsman, who was blocking. He may have sprung that. He ran up his back, and that slowed him down. They clogged it up a little bit, but still gets it out to the 46. Return of 41 yards on the kickoff return. So that's become a big weapon for us. C.J. Mathis got one earlier in the game, had to call it back on the penalty. But we're getting good return yardage on our kickoff team.
Yeah, they're seeing the blocking really well, and they're hitting the hole really quickly. And so, another weapon, like you said.
42-14 Cyclones. First and 10, 46-yard line. Trying to give him the knockout punch here to start the second half. In motion comes Zach Wallen to the near side. Blevins rolls out looking. Bryson's got pressure. Looking, stops, wants to throw, and he does downfield. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be tipped, and a collision, a traffic jam, and no call on the play. We wanted, I think, some pass interference. Didn't happen. Incomplete. Pretty good job downfield in triple coverage. And Blevins, who heard the footsteps of 77, that big old boy, Ryan Stildner, coming behind him. He stopped, planted, and released it, and almost made a big-time play.
Yeah, he really did. He was directing some traffic, which is really, again, for a ninth grader, is really unusual. It shows he's paid attention. And again, almost a great catch on the other end for us.
Penalty against us. They put it back to the 15-yard line. It's false. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field. Blevins, single setbacks McDuffie. Zach Wallen set to the near side. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field on the near hash mark. We working. Blevins rolls out in the flat. Bryson looking. Wants to run, in trouble. Scrambles up the field, keeps it. He squirts up to the 41-yard line. He was hemmed into the 37. He gets 5 on his own, just squirted up the field and avoided the sack and gets it out to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard pickup on the play to the 42. Brings up a second down for the Cyclones at the 42-yard line. Third quarter, we lead at 42-14. So, ball's at the far hash mark on the 42-yard line. Puts in motion Legend Pate. Hands off up the middle. Here he comes. A big hole. McDuffie spins his way to midfield. Picks up 8. Needed 14. He got 8 of that back, so needs 6 more here. Nice run of McDuffie up the gut, Coach, on the Hogs up front.
Yeah, McDuffie's, he's just come on so strong. His legs are so strong, his drive. So great job up front. Another good job by him finding the hole.
49-yard line. It's third down and call it 7 for the Cyclones, third quarter. These guys don't get a lot of reps, so when they get a chance, there's so many running backs we use, they're chomping, and McDuffie hit that hole like a ball of fire and gets it out to the 49-yard line. 3rd and 7. Cyclones up big third quarter. Play action. Blevins throws. Got a man out there. Caught. Nice catch in traffic.
Good job.
He had pressure and a great catch on a down and out by Legend Pate, the freshman. Luke Proven made the tackle, but Pate catches, hangs onto the football, and moves the sticks down to the east 43-yard line. Picks up an 8-yard pass play, and it's 1st and 10 on the Double C Western Supply first down. Again, another nice pass and catch. This time Legend Pate, another weapon. We got a bunch of them. 3 to the far side, wide side of the field on 1st and 10. Blevins bubble screen far side. It's caught, and he'll get away from traffic. One got it up the field, and a nice play defensively on the catch by Jack Blevins. The tackle made by Connor Moody for Sullivan East. And he'll mark the football at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, whiffed on one block out there. Really, one block could have sprung him, but the defender made a nice play there to keep it from being a big gain.
In our start of the broadcast, we didn't have video, so we didn't really get a chance to talk about the white helmets. Folks have asked about the white helmets, and I don't have the answer. I think they look okay. I like black better, but I got the white helmets tonight for the Cyclones. 2nd and 10, 37-yard line. Hand off up the middle. McDuffie, big hole, 40, 35, and he's down to the 31-yard line. Holy smokes, he hit that hole. Coach, man, he's there. He don't waste any time. He hits that hole between right guard and right tackle and pounds it. Moving the sticks. A Double C Western Supply first down to the 33-yard line. Man, he runs hard.
He does. He hit the hole so quick. Great job.
So Blevins will have 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field, and the 1st and 10 to the 33-yard line. A very systematic right down the field, methodical drive here. Swing pass, Cobb Blevins, 35, stiff arm 30, 25. Jack will sidestep him out to the 20, inside the 20. Blevins will take it down to the 17-yard line. 16-yard pass play. Tackle made by Sullivan East, number 13, Will Joyner. But a Double C Western Supply, another first down. Double C, the Western Store, the Cowboy Store, and more on Railroad Street. Ball to 17-yard line. Cyclones on the move, knock on the door here in the third quarter. On the opening drive of the second half. Blevins hands off to McDuffie. Big hole. 15, 10. He's inside the 10. He'll take it down to about the 6-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle from behind. See who's going to get up off the play. Tackle made by number 8. Nope, number 9, Connor Moody saves it for East. But not before he gets it down to, where are they going to mark it at, Coach?
Looks like they're on the
7-yard line, yep. Cyclones knocking on the door again here. 42-14, third quarter, 7:58 mark. Single setback, McDuffie gets the tote up the middle. He'll go hard. He'll spin his way. Does he get in? I think his knee went down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, just short.
He got it down to the 1, but that knee hit the ground on the turf here at Citizens Bank Stadium. So the train comes in. C.J. Mathis comes in. Out will come Britt, and out will come Jack Blevins. They've done their job. And the ball on the 1-yard line, knocking on the door. And we've got a chance to put in more on the scoreboard to McDuffie. He'll get hit and sacked. Nice hit. They stopped him at the 4-yard line. They waited on him, and they made a great stop. Moody leads the play along with Devin Bowman for Sullivan East, making a stop. Nice job of the Patriot D. Loses 3, brings it up to a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line now.
Had to be a lack of communication there. Somebody came through. They had enough men there to pick that up. So,
what a night for football. Perfect weather out here tonight. We started at 61 degrees. I don't think it's a whole lot cooler. Big changes coming next week, though. Got rain and cooler temperatures. Blevins rolls out from the 4. Throws wide open, turns up and in. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, I think, Braylon Britt. Nope.
Is it Justice? Or is that?
That's Zach okay. Wallen. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Zach Wallen from 4 yards out.
Nice ball again, just running, throwing on the run, puts it in a really good place. Really developed really well, Bryson has.
48-14 Cyclones, his 4th touchdown pass of the night with the freshman. Ball down, Reed holds, Bowers kicks, got it. Should be a running clock. 49-14 Cyclones, 3rd quarter, 60-second break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
How about that for a camera shot there, folks? Great job on our our GoPro camera, rather. Here's Bowers kicking, coming on your screen right at you, and it will go on the touchback. Cyclones lead at 49-14, running clock now here in the 3rd quarter. Hello to Deb Googe.
Mama Googe.
Mama Deborah.
Oh,
is she not awesome?
Yes, she is.
What a blessing. We have a lot of blessings in this community. She is certainly one of them. So, watching us tonight, we appreciate that. Got a bunch of them. So, we appreciate you all very much being with us, wherever you may be. Craig's watching out in Nebraska. We got him in Texas, got him in Vegas, got him in California, watching in West Virginia. Thank you all so much. Lingerfeld bringing it. In trouble, scrambling, running for dear life. Penalty flag, they got a hold, and it'll be up the field to about the 30-yard line. It's very clear from here that the left tackle was hanging on to our guy. Wouldn't let him get to him. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction from my vantage point. It's going to be a hold, and it is against Sullivan East. A little obvious. Lingerfeld got out of that scramble because his guy held our guy. We couldn't get to him. We came back with some strong rush, and the hold against East. 5:29 clock running, 3rd quarter, 49-14. Got to be here next Friday night, senior night. Going to say thank you to a bunch of seniors that worked their tails off for Sean Whitten and this great coaching staff. And so you got to be here. Jordy Harrison, Devin Whitehead, Forrest Holt, Terrence Turner, Travis Hurley, Brian Jenkins, Corey Russell, Ryan Whitten, and Connor Johnson, and head coach Sean Whitten. Going to say thanks to seniors next Friday night, and the band members too, and I think cheerleaders, all the seniors, and we need you here to say thank you to these youngsters who've given 4 years and a lot of sweat equity in the particular craft in which they do, be it cheerleading, band, or football, or color guard. Here we go, Lingerfeld looks, pumps, fires downfield in single coverage and batted down. Great job by the Cyclones. We had a better shot of that one, and he did, the intended receiver. Jack Blevins, another big deflection by Jack. He had a big game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he's done well. Yeah, he has. And a lot of little things that don't go in the statistics, just his blocking and his positioning on some things. He's really a perfectionist in what he does.
2nd and 20 from the 10-yard line, 4:14 running clock, third quarter. You see the score at the bottom of the screen, 49-14. Your Cyclones lead it here. We'll get a report on the Greenville Volunteer game down at the Falcons' desk to see if they have anything with the Green Devils tonight. Most teams don't. It's a juggernaut down in Greenville. It's a juggernaut in Betsy. Here's a keeper in trouble and scrambles and maybe a yard or two, and that's about it. Cyclones all over him on the
Keeper stopped made by number
81. Riley Jones doing it. Blevins 17 out of 19, 245 yards and 4 touchdowns. That'll probably get him a sandwich.
There's a chance.
Yeah. Pretty good chance he'll get a sandwich and a buffet pizza and a drink from Tuffy's Cafe. So Rice and Blevins, one of our players of the game tonight. No question.
Yeah.
3:25 to go third quarter. 49-14 Cyclones. 3rd and 22 east from the 8. Seymour enter next Friday night, and then we go to Greenville on the 30th. It is a Thursday night game. It will be audio only. So they've already told us no camera, and we will respect that, and we'll do the audio. Lingerfeld looking, steps up, running in trouble, sack. They got him. Who got him this time? Was it Calix? 59, Rainwater got him. Dottie was there, and so was Rainwater. Rainwater got him. And Braden gives credit with a sack. We've had 3-4 of those tonight. So Lingerfeld, 4th and 23 from the 7. Holding on the Patriots. It'll be half the distance of goal, so it goes from the 7 down to the 3, which means Lingerfeld's going to kick it out of the end zone again. Zach Wallen will go back to the 30, 35-yard line for the East Patriots. We're going to be in great field position again for this one. The most we've scored against East has been 63 points. We shut them out 63-0 back in 18. 4th and 23 from the 7. He'll have to kick it. Here they come. Does he get it off? He does not. It's blocked, and it's caught on the fly. We're going to take it in. It'll be touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Justice Wallen. Block punt, caught on the fly. Touchdown, Cyclones. At the 2:06 mark, we had a punt return last week for a touchdown, a block return for the second time this season. We blocked one down to Volunteer. C.J. Mathis took one in.
Yep. And again, just a good job, heads up by Justice, because you never know where a block punt's going to land. Had his head up, paying attention, caught it and took it in for a touchdown. He deserved that. He's played so hard on both sides of the ball.
Bowers to the point after. The clock stops. Here's the point after. It's up, and it is good, and it is happy time in Betsy. Third quarter, 56-14 Elizabethton. 60-second break. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We got this new team that's coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. This new team is coming in here, and we're going to show them what we're all about. All gas, no brakes. Competitive excellence. That means you give your all on every single play. That means you give your all on every single play.
Ready for the kickoff. We're ready for Bowers to kick it in the end zone. We're ready for 56-14 Cyclones. 2:06 to go, third quarter. End over end kick. Guess where it's going to go? Yep. So automatic touchback. Cyclones will defend from the 20. We'll start. And it looks like there's a flag right here in front of the bench. I'm not sure. I was looking down my notes, but it's all going to go high in the air on the penalty. You look at Region 2. We're keeping an eye on Region 2. Alcoa 4-0, Knox Carter 4-1 going into the games tonight. Anderson County 3-1, Gibbs 2-2, Heritage 2-2. I'm thinking one of these teams will be our opponent in the opening round of the playoffs. Hopefully we'll be here. We're on our way to do that. So I'm looking at the points. We beat East here 63-0 back in 2018. Personal foul to the Patriots, and we put 58 on them here in 2020. We put 55 on them here in 2022, and tonight we got 56. So we've, again, won 15 straight, and we lead big here right now in the third quarter. Here's the point, Coach. You got a minute to go in the running clock third quarter. This is where you don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah.
I know this frustration will set into the opposing team at times, but we want a clean game. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody gets on the bus and goes home for East, and everybody leaves here and goes home Patriots and not getting hurt. Lingerville looking, 1st and 10 from the 10, throws out in the flat, caught, runs out of bounds at the 20-yard line. End of the third quarter, we're talking about how good Miami is. Into the third quarter, Cardinals lead the Miami Hurricanes, Louisville 17-13 in Coral Gables into the third quarter. So RV, wherever he's at tonight, he is a happy camper. His Dodgers are playing very well right now.
Yeah.
He is over the moon happy.
He is. He's a lifelong Dodger fan.
Yep.
So
I don't know if the Brewers have anything for him or not. They're playing. I'm going to see what the score is. Otani's on the mound tonight, and Quintana for, I believe, the Brewers. 2nd and 9, 21-yard line. Lingerfeld throws downfield to Blue Prophet, catches, makes it 35, stays on his feet. He'll go to the 40, still on his feet out of the 45-yard line. Nice catch. 24-yard pass play. Prophet, tackle made. Who's the last one to get up? It will be Loveday making the stop of the Cyclones downfield. But a nice catch in traffic. Lingerfeld to Blue Prophet. That'll end the quarter. Third quarter in the books. We're going to keep it here. We're about to say thank you to a bunch of T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football players. Let's pick up Jason Holly saying thank you to an undefeated T.A. Duggar football team. Guys, get the camera down there to catch them down around the 20-yard line, please. We're going to keep it right here.
To the 2025 T.A. Duggar Cyclone football team for winning the Middle Big 8 championship with an undefeated season for both varsity and JV. Cyclones swept the conference with a combined 16-0 record. The 8th grade class finished their career at T.A. Duggar with a 22-2 record. Let's hear a round of applause for the T.A. Duggar Junior Cyclone football team.
And there you go, the 8th grade class 22-2 coming this way next year. You don't think Sean's excited about that bunch coming? I can tell you, I got the 8th graders. I'll rattle them off here in a second. We have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. 56-14. Cyclones defending from the 46. Lingerville pumps, fires down the middle. Cobb Prophet wide open. 35, 30. One man to beat. 25, 20. It'll bang him out of bounds. And again, it'll be William McGuffey. Touchdown saving tackle from the 46 all the way down to the Cyclone. Clock rolling here. All the way down to the Elizabethton. And it'll mark from the 46 down to the, 13, 14-yard line.
About 14, yes, sir.
Yep. So Creed Baker, Luke Vance, Jaden Johnson, Carson Lyons, Drake Litton, Baron Grindstaff, Tristan Cordell, Trey Haynes, Nolan Bates, Tyson Elliott, Nate Pippin, Stephen Gorby, Axel Matherly, Jaden Willis, Preston Estep, Brett Jones, Braden Holt, Evan Moreland, Raiden Metcalf, Matthew Triplett, Carson Buckles, Michael Sheets, and Bentley Grindstaff are coming up here next year, the Cyclones. 1st and 10 to the 14. And a flag to stop the play, the running clock at 11:03 to go in the ball game. 56-14.
Patriots.
And a timeout, Sullivan East. So, Coach, you got the undefeated. They ran the table. Smallest school in the league. And we beat them and beat them decisively all season long. I can tell you what we did, the varsity.
They were exciting to watch, I'll say that. Never say die. They're, again, coached very, very well.
Sullivan Heights 46-6 will beat Indian Trail, which feeds into DB 8-7. Beats Sevier, feeds into Dobbins Minute 54-46. I'm sorry, Indian Trail feeds into Science Hill. Sevier 54-46 will beat Robinson here 34-0, feeds into DB. Beat Tennessee Middle, obviously goes to Tennessee High. Beat them 20-0. Beat Liberty Bell in a barn burner, come from behind win the last minute of the ball game. We beat them 34-30 here. They feed to Science Hill. Beat Crockett 40-6 and went down to Greenville and dropped the hammer on the Green Devils 38-16. That's the varsity. Went undefeated. And again, the 8th grade class, their composite record, 22-2. And yeah, Sean's chomping to get those guys up here next year. We got, as I said earlier in the broadcast, the future is very, very bright for Cyclone football. We got a lot of youngins out here playing tonight, including a freshman quarterback who's thrown 4 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah.
11 minutes to go in the ball game. Running clock here. Lingerfield empty backfield. Bubble screen far side. Caught Bowman on his right hip to the 15. Tries to juke a man. He does, but not very long as he takes him and slings him down. Great read by the Cyclones. See who got that for Elizabethton. Turn around, youngin.
Stop made by number 31,
31, got some youngins playing now. Get him in here. Ryan Ribeiro making a stop, which is awesome. So we got some new faces, 56-14, 10-22 to play. Coach, all this does make you better.
This is good. They need to get reps, especially you missed a JV game this week, so they get a little time right here.
56-14, 10-10 to play, or 10-10 to play, I should say. Lingerfeld looking, flushed out of the pocket on a second 11 to 15, slings it into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Nice catch. Lingerfeld eluded traffic and lights him up for another touchdown. Ivan Hill makes a catch. Touchdown East. 9:54 to go to ball game. Makes it 56-20. So Lingerfeld, a 15-yard pass. I'll tell you what, he's a scrambler. That's his 3rd of the night, 16th touchdown pass throwing of the season. 56-20. Clock at 9:54. They'll stop the clock here with the point after.
Number 8, Jose Valencia.
Valencia will do the point after for the East Patriots here. Jose Valencia. Ball down. It's up. It's end over end, and he got it through barely. 60-second break. Cyclones lead at 50. 56-21. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabethton and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go to...
Between the lines, in between the whistle, no doubt them boys are gonna hit you. They're the standard, you best believe. If you don't know now, you're about to see, yeah.
.9:54 to play in the football game. 56-21 now. Cyclones lead it. C.J. Mathis has had a big night returning that football in the kickoff. Next Friday night, Seymour here. Coach now going there at 6:50 with the Cyclone Network. We've got our video problems cured, so we'll be ready to go next Friday night with the video and audio. Weston Taylor on stats. We'll have Isaac Fletcher upstairs on the camera. I checked the weather forecast. As of now, it's supposed to be sunny and cool next Friday night, next Friday, and cool next Friday night, but no rain. We've been blessed with that. End over end kick, returnable ball at the 4. Here he comes. Up the field, ahead of steam to the 15 to the 20. He'll try to get outside. He does. 25, 30, 35, 40. Look out, Zach Wallen to the 50. 45, 40. And Zach finally knocked down and tackled at about the 33-yard line of Sullivan East. What a return by Zach Wallen for the Cyclones from our 4 down to the 32 of the Sullivan East Patriots. So 46. Let's see what they're going to mark it even further down. Let's see. Nope, they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. I'm sorry, 32-yard line. So you go, 64-yard kickoff return.
That's a great job.
Wow. To the 32-yard line of East. 1st and 10 Cyclones. Blevins, single setback. Hands off to Legend Pate. Legend wrapped up to the 34, no gain on the play. Nice tackle by East. Call out, I won't say Tool was. He's a good one, though. Check that, 54 making the tackle. That'll be number 54, Jacob Sloan, S-L-O-N-E, the junior. 34-yard line. Clock, 8:44 to go in the football game. They lose 2. 2nd and 12 from the 34, and a tackle for loss by Sloan for the Patriots. Handoff to Pate, and this time Legend gets positive real estate. Penalty flag, and they bring it back. It's out of the offensive backfield.
Flag on the play.
Should be, yep. It's a hold against the Cyclones.
On the Cyclones.
So the penalty bugs bit us tonight, Coach. Unlike the last couple of games, we've got to get that cleaned up. So
yes, it has.
So a penalty against Elizabethton. Updating the scores. Nebraska's losing and being upset by Minnesota in college football 7-6. Major League Baseball, the Dodgers lead Milwaukee 3-0 in the 3rd. Seattle defeats Toronto 6-2 now. The Mariners get back in the win column. They'll go back to Toronto and try and finish it. It is best out of 7, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. I got to go back. So Seattle wins, and the Dodgers are winning. So we have the football at the 44-yard line. And a handoff to the 41. Tackle made again by Sloan. Running back Pate, the freshman Legend. So you got a freshman quarterback and a freshman QB.
Freshman number 28, Zach Pearson.
And Pearson also in on the play for Sullivan East, but Sloan primarily got that. Clock, 7 minutes to go in the football game. Running clock, 56-21, Elizabethton.
47 in at that back, and got Aiden Cole, I think, up there, the receiver.
Yeah, we're going to get some new names. Let these mamas and daddies want to hear their boys' names. We understand that. Ball's at the 41. 3rd and 19. Blevins looking. Wants to run, wants to throw, stops, throws it downfield, and throws it away. And Blevins got popped in the process. But
Blevins pass is incomplete.
And Blevins working that left leg a little bit, Coach. Think he stepped on. Actually, a little gingerly going back to the huddle here, Bryson Blevins.
So we got 71 and 67 and 58.
71, Brendan Orlana.
72.
72 is Riley Greer.
73.
73 is Austin Haskell.
Like I said, 67.
67 would be Bryson Hughes.
And then now we're punting it, so back in with some of the...
Those are all underclassmen, by the way, folks. A young football team has grown up in front of us. We're about to make it 7 in a row now. Get ready for Seymour next Friday night here on Senior Night. Kicking, Zach Wallen. He'll boom it. It'll hit and go into the end zone. Clock continues to roll. 5:50 to play. 56-21 Elizabethton. So the Cyclones
take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Some of these young defenders, 31 and
31 would be Ryan Ribeiro.
13, 68.
68, we'll call out the name of Brock Mosley.
33 on the corner out here.
Thank you. That is Malik Silvers, freshman. Cyclones, their highest point production of the season here. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. 56 points on the board here at the bank. 5:10 to play. In motion, Bowman. Play action, fakes the jet sweep. He'll run it. Lingerfeld up the middle. He'll cut to the outside of the 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Lingerfeld down the near sideline and be brought down at the 45-yard line by the Cyclones from behind. And credit 33 making that tackle. May save the touchdown. Malik Silvers did it, but a nice run by Lingerfeld. And a flag way back down the field is coming back. Clock continues to roll. When those plays happen, Coach, and you got a running clock, you can't stop the clock. So they wasted about 20 seconds on this play. Coming back down on a hold on East at the 4:29 mark, clock running in the ball game.
Yeah, it's disappointing, I know, for them, but it's the way it is. So
personal foul, East. 4:16 to go in the football game. In the defensive secondary, Tucker Taylor's out there. We told you Silver's on the corner. He made the touchdown-saving tackle. It doesn't matter. It's a hold. They'll bring it back. Takes it down to the, let's see where they'll mark the football. It'll be down to the East, 11-yard line? 12-yard line. Lingerfeld rolls out in trouble. Tries to reverse his field. He's going to be on the grass, throws upfield. It's caught, and no batted away. Who was in the man? Who got him down there?
Pass intended for Bowman is incomplete.
Oh, I can't see the number.
He's the biggest one out there. Let's see. Turn around, but he's got the long hair. I like him. Long hair cut boy. 68. Got him and wrapped him up, threw him down. Brock Mosley, the sophomore for the Cyclones, and Lingerfeld slow to get up. Big Brock got him and rode him to the turf here. Brock's a big one. On the corner, number 44 for the Cyclones. Call out the name of Landon Reedy, the freshman. A young football team, folks. Second and 18 from the 12-yard line. 3-minute mark to go in the football game. Running clock, 56-21. You see on the scoreboard, on the screen. Cyclones up big here. About to make it 7 in a row after losing to Science Hill to start the season. Lingerfeld looking, flushed out of the pocket, going to be chased. They're going to go after him. He's in trouble. He wants to unload it. He does. He throws out of bounds. And so putting the heat on him, let's give credit. Another flag on the play here. Stops the clock, keeps running, I should say. Trying to see who that is. The 24. Yep, Connor Cook. So Connor Cook putting the heat on him. Got 84 out there now for the Cyclones. All these guys getting a chance to play. They love it. Carson Thompson, freshman. Coming to the near sideline. 58's out there. Let's keep it right here and talk up these guys. 58 is Elijah Robinette, freshman. And let's see. Tucker stays out there. 24 is Connor Cook. Is that right? Yep. Connor Cook's out there.
84.
58, 29's a new one. Brody Thompson, didn't call his name out. 58 is Elijah Robinette.
31, did we get him?
31 should be Ribeiro. It is Ryan Ribeiro. I think we got them all. Puts it out to the 27-yard line. 2:09 to play in the football game. Cyclones. Looks like we got a new quarterback. Nope, Lingerfeld's still out there. I like Peyton Lingerfeld.
He's tough.
He is tough. He's a good football player.
Good quarterbacks in this league.
Yep. We got a pretty good one in our place, too, now.
Yes, we
had one. Rhett Schlegel, he's still out there with us. Sideline route to Bowman, incomplete. He got popped pretty good by Silvers. Incomplete pass, clock rolling. Rhett started 30 consecutive games for us. He's out for the year with a broken ankle. He's down there on crutches. So we put Blevins in, Whitehead's out with a busted hand till at least the first, maybe the second round of the playoffs. And so we asked number 16 to step up and do it, and Bryson Blevins. 7 touchdown passes in 2 games, 3 at Granger and 4 here tonight.
And he had one, didn't he, the game before? He had one at the end. His only pass in that one game when Brett got hurt.
At here against Northview?
Yes.
Yep. Looking, Lingerfeld. Flushed out of the pocket, wants to throw. We are after him. He'll stop and plant and sling it. It's a high pop-up down center field. Batted around, and it'll be a penalty flag. It's interference on us, I would think. It sure looked like we came over his back. And I think it's guilty party would be McDuffie. It is McDuffie, the guilty party in the pass interference. Clock down to 33 seconds to go in the football game. It's not going to matter. In goes 54. Let's call his name out. He gets to get in and play one. We don't have a 54 on the roster, so whoever he is, he's out there, and we're going to watch it trickle down to 18 seconds to go in the football game.
48 and 12 coming in.
48 and 12. 12 would be Lucas Duggar. 48 would be Nathan Garland. These are freshmen. Final play of the ball game. Lingerfeld looking, throws down the middle, and it's going to be picked off to end the ball game. Right to him to the 40, up the field, he'll bring it, and he'll return it down the field, stays on his feet to the 35. It's a live football, and that'll do it. Callan Reed, the freshman with the INT to end the football game. So Reed picks it out of the night sky, INT to end it. And the final score, 56-21 Cyclones. They improved to 6-1 on the season. Sullivan East falls to 0-8, and so the Cyclones get tuned up for Seymour next Friday night, running the record now to 7-1 on the season, 7 in a row, Coach, since we lost to Science Hill to start the season. An impressive game tonight. We're going to talk about it from the standpoint, you're off a week, you got a bunch of guys banged up, you got a freshman quarterback in here still trying to learn the ropes, which I think he's proven himself, obviously, every snap of the football. And so we look at a 56-21 win. Your thoughts of the game tonight?
Well, again, all those things you just mentioned, you would not have known. We had a fumble early, and we did have some penalties, but we've been bitten by the penalty bug before. But it looked like a veteran team. It looked like a team that was at this part of the season, but didn't show any rust with the bye week, and that's a really good step going in to next week with Seymour, who we really just don't know tons about because we haven't had a history necessarily with them, not an extensive one, but it does set us up. It's where we want to be right now. So seven in a row. That's a good stretch right here with the inexperience that we had to begin the year.
And a young football team that's been banged up, obviously. Cyclones win it. To give you the numbers, East came into the game averaging 16. They got 21 tonight. They were allowing 41. They gave up 56 to us. We came in averaging 30 points a game. We got 56. We came in allowing 15, gave up 21, so you can look at it any way you want to. Bottom line is we make it 16 straight. We now lead the series 51-5 over the Sullivan East Patriots. And so we get ready for the Seymour Eagles, who are off this week. They'll come in next week at 2-3 in the league and 4-4 overall. They're still trying to hang on with the hair of their chinny chin chin to one of those 4 playoff spots. We have solidified ourselves. We're going to play football here. Yep, no question. We'll be here Friday. We'll be here for the opening round of the playoffs. Tonight we nailed that down. So we'll have that. Greenville on their way to a big win over Volunteer tonight, so we stay 1-2 in the league. We're 1, they're 2. Volunteer will fall to 3-2. Cherokee tonight play. They won.
Yep. Cherokee beat Crockett 56-28.
Non-conference game for them, so they're still 3-2. Seymour had the night off, and so yep, it's Elizabeth and Greenville, Volunteer, and Cherokee right now. And Seymour wanted to come in and put themselves in position to play in the postseason. That'll be next week for senior night. They're in at 2-3 right now. We're in at 5-0 in the league and 7-1 overall. Big win tonight, 56-21. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll break it down. Sean's coming up. He's going to hurdle the fence, talk to us. Do our players of the game. Obviously, Bryson Blevins, a night. 17 out of 19, 245 yards. 4 touchdowns for Bryson Blevins. And so the Cyclones win it tonight, 56-21. And we'll take a break. We'll be right back. 60-second timeout. You're watching 6th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Folks from Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. If you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game. Don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Draft Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports. And
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are going to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear.
We needed the work tonight, so credit Solnese did a great job. Credit our guys for giving good effort. There are a lot of things we can coach off of and build off from this win today.
Bryson Blevins, again, getting better every rep, growing up in front of us. He has to. And so tonight, 17 out of 19, 245 yards, what we have him for unofficially, with 4 touchdown passes. That's 7 in the last 2 games. Did he throw a touchdown here against Northview? First in the absent of rep. That's 8 touchdowns in 3 games for a freshman. I thought he got set early with Riley Jones. I thought our defense set the tone early when they got the ball first, and we kind of sent a statement, didn't we?
Yeah, well, that was good, and last week's game against Granger in this game, our defense went on the field first. I was kind of wanting Bryson to get out there first for, take the ball first time, and defense set the tone, got great field position. We had a fumble by Jack there, but was able to get some things rolling. Solon East was kind of a kamikaze defense, kind of blitzing all over the place, so we wanted to get the ball out quick. Credit, his eyes were a little big tonight. Didn't see it as sharp as before, but it's not bad for Solon East kind of blitzing from everywhere. But did a great job trying to mix up formations, use some motions, kind of keep the thing simple. But I tell you what, the throw in the corner of the end zone to Jack on the first touchdown, rolling to his right, couldn't get it. He's got the defender chasing his hip. Makes a throw across his body and corner of the end zone. That's pretty tough. So credit for that. I tell you what, the other thing it's great to see, Tom, is our offensive line, running backs, tight ends, and H-backs have done a really great job of rallying around them. They've not keeping them clean, keeping him time to make some plays and use his feet. That's a big thing too.
You look, as you get ready to scout our football team, you can see more in Greenville on down into the playoffs. All right, Zach Wallen, 2 touchdowns tonight. CJ, 2 touchdowns. Jack Blevins got his first touchdown this season. Braylon Brigg gets a touchdown. The Train's back in, got a touchdown. And you got Wallen with the block punt. We're hard to defend. We got a lot of weapons. That's very obvious. McDuffie, our big guy, didn't score tonight. But again, got a lot of weapons. And I thought tonight our special teams, block punts, we did really good on kickoff returns tonight.
Well, we wanted to go after some punts. They left our offense in there. We knew the quarterback was going to make some plays there. We wanted to try to put pressure there. We blocked 2 coming into the night. We wanted to kind of see if we could, your defense has to stay on the field sometimes, and your starters got to play special teams. So that was great. Field position on kickoff returns been better. We're emphasizing those things, and we do. We do have a lot of people that can touch the ball, that can be dynamic. When you start to break down our offense on a Sunday or a Monday, where do you begin? We got a good offensive line. We've got good people. We got Justice playing tight end. We've got multiple running backs. We've got multiple receivers that can catch the ball. We throw screens. We throw sprint outs. We throw, we try to get the ball to Justice as possible. We can line up in a power set, shift to a spread set. We don't have to sub. That's one of the great things there. But, everything flows around you, QB, and we've put a lot on him the last couple weeks, the open week, the days that we practice. We're throwing live bullets at him, to get as much comfortable as he can. So, credit our team to, keep coming, keep playing. I still don't believe we played our best football, which, here we are, winding down towards the end of the regular season. So, excited to be home tonight. Great crowd for us. A great game. Our guys worked really hard. And defending the pass hasn't really been easy for us. And it's good to get the good work against Sullivan East tonight.
Monday night JVs at Westridge, Thursday night JVs at Dobbins Minute.
Yes, sir.
Friday night back in here, we got to honor these great seniors for senior
yes,
night.
Yes, sir.
So great night, congratulations, go Cyclones.
Hey, I also want to thank Jay Bird back in the lineup today. He's worked really hard to get himself back. Got a touchdown, did some blocks at H-back in at linebacker. It helped us get a little rotation. Man, it's good to see him. The 3 Wallen boys and Justin, team captains tonight. Really proud of how hard those guys have worked to get themselves back, to be a part of the team and to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves.
In closing, I'll let you go. We talked about this, Coach Pleasant, on the air. We won 2 state championships and state runner-up. You've had tremendous talent here. This may be you and the staff's one of your better coaching jobs. We've been banged up. Our top 2 quarterbacks, the Loveday boys, Kyler McGovern, we've had a lot of injuries, and you piecemealed this team. We won 7 in a row. You and the staff have done a great job getting these kids ready every week.
Well, in order to believe, you got to put the work in, and our guys have put the work in. They sacrificed 3 days at fall break. I mean, we got after it, and then we're working on small wrinkles. You see a little bit of movement on offense and things like that. They try to help us some, and we're slowly getting better in a lot of ways. So I'm really just proud of the guys because they show up and work really hard.
Yep.
And and then our special teams were not great at the beginning of the year. We're pretty sharp right now.
Oh, absolutely. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Go Cyclones. Head coach Sean Whitten with us. Great job again. Cyclones win tonight, 56-21. So our players of the game, we were working on that. Obviously, Bryson Blevins, 4 touchdowns tonight. So he's going to get him a free sandwich from Poor Travs, also a free buffet from Pizza Inn, and also he's going to get himself a free drink from Tuffy's Cafe. No question about that. And so we got to get Coach, we get Eddie back in here to wrap this thing up, and so see who he thinks merits. I think we talked about another guy. So we got Bryson Blevins. We do 3 a game. Bryson, who else we got, Coach? You mentioned one of the defensive players earlier.
I just thought Riley Jones from the get-go, and it really, to be honest, even though we didn't call his name, we called someone else's name, Daugherty, on the other side. Both of those, in my opinion, got in the quarterback's heads, especially early. When we turned them loose, they had to change what they were doing to give their quarterback enough time to throw. So, but I thought both those guys, especially Riley, was exceptional. They couldn't do anything with him.
So we do this every week. It gets very tough. We can give 8 or 9 players a game. We can't do that to Poor Travs or Pizza Inn. They go out of business. So we hold it to 3, and they're gracious enough to do that. But easily, Zach Wallen, 2 touchdowns. C.J. Mathis, 2 touchdowns. Jack Blevins played all over the field tonight. Braylon Britt had a touchdown catch. The Train got a touchdown. Justice got a block punt. He continues to lead our ball club in the turnover category as far as block punts and fumble recovery, interception. So it gets difficult up here every week, and I know folks want their kids to win. We want them to win. We can't give it out to everybody. So it's Bryson Blevins and Riley Jones. Who's the third one you said?
Well, it's really tough to go with somebody. I mean, to me, he has a chance every week because of what he does, but in also Justice Wallen is just, it's hard to argue with everything that he does. He blocks, he runs the ball, he catches it and runs with it, and he's all over the field on the defensive side. And I know he gets a lot of chances, but he deserves every chance he gets.
So it is, Justice Wallen.
Okay.
Deb says, thank you. We're almost home from a bus trip with church friends. We've all watched and cheered you on. Feels like a party bus up here on Senior Night. Thank you, Deb. We have folks all over the country watching us from different places, and we cannot thank you enough for that. We will wrap it up. Again, final score. So our players of the game will go Justice Wallen and Bryson Blevins and Riley Jones tonight. And could have been 10 other guys do it. Here we go. Let's wrap it up. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly, we do that. Here's the verse of the day, and it goes like this. It's out of Lamentations 3:25. Says, the Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. There you go. It's a good way to end it. Back here, Coach, next Friday night.
Yes.
6:50 airtime, 7:30 kickoff senior night. Weston Taylor will be doing stats. Isaac Fletcher on the camera. Andrew Barnett producing. Again, the big thanks to Dr. Midden, who tonight worked overtime to get us on the air with the video. Thank you. Be sure and go back and like it and share it. These stay out here for, I think, 30 to 45 days. You can go back and watch it as often as you want to and send it on and like it and share it. So, again, final tonight, 56-21 Cyclones. For the broadcast team and also our director of schools, Richard Van Us, our principal, Dr. John Midden, our athletic director, Joe Diaz, and our head football coach, Sean Whitten. For Eddie Pless, this is Tom Douglas saying, as always, thanks for watching. Bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport, and good luck tomorrow to the Betsy Band at the Band of America's competition at East Tennessee State. Final score, 56-21. Good night, everybody.
It's the Elizabethton Cyclones. The Cyclones are ready to come out on the field, and I guarantee you, you'll hear the Cyclone Nation go bananas over here in a minute. And they're going nuts over there. Standing ovation to the Cyclone Nation. Here they go.
Yeah, it's Friday night, the only place to be. Jason Whitten Way, East Tennessee. Home of the Cyclones, orange and black. Them boys built different, that's a matter of fact. Yeah, they strapped up and ready to go. Been working hard, gonna put on a show. It's about time, about to go down.